What to do? Everybody, and welcome back to the Film Cave, episode number 81. It's your boy Knight.
What's up, everybody? Logan here. This is going to be a big-ass show.
Yes, it is.
Like, legitimately
Yes,
monstrous.
Yes, it is.
But I'm excited. Pretty much everything we got, I'm actually excited about. So, yeah, I think it'll be a fun show. Hopefully everybody that's watching is ready to go because this is going to be a big one.
Yes, it is. I'm excited. Thank the Lord. This shit happened. So, yeah, we want to thank y'all for joining us. It's going to be a lot of show. We got tons of fucking Comic-Con announcements and trailers and even little things on the side they decided to sneak in while Comic-Con was going on in the lovely world of film, including a movie that came out.
Correct.
So we got a lot to talk about. So I hope y'all stick around, give y'all input. Let's get on with it, man. We want to thank you so much if you're watching us here live and or on playback. We hold no discrimination. We take all kinds of support. We love you anyhow. But the best way for you to show us that you love us and have, support us is to hit that thumbs up. Helps the channel for sure reach a lot more people. Hit the notification bell. You want to be reminded when all episodes drop, don't you? Duh. And then, of course, most importantly, in the cheapest way, because fucking free, hit that subscribe button. Couldn't hurt you, right? Just do a little click and you're good. All right. Right. Tap it. Tap that subscribe button ever so gently. All right, y'all. Let's get into the show. Sir, are you ready?
I'm very ready. Let's get it going.
All right, let's get it going. So, for those of you who may not know, most of you do, me and Logan are a couple of what?
Couple of fucking nerds.
Couple of fucking nerds, man. Which means we sit up here and talk about film any all goddamn day. But sometimes we want to branch out. We see some other things. We like the meme, holding film's hand and looking back at other shit like, oh, damn, that looks pretty good. But sometimes, most times, the world of film still finds a way to rear her beautiful head into the conversation. Because why?
She's a nice lady. She's pretty nice.
She's a nice lady, isn't she? She's she's kind of cute. Yeah, a little bit. Absolutely. Absolutely, because she's a nice lady.
Yeah.
We like to call this here segment. That took forever to pop up. What the hell? Something's going on. We're plagued. But it's out there in the world, y'all. Are you ready? Because we gonna be all right. Let's go. Okay.
Geez.
Right. That just naturally came to me. Don't judge me. All right, get away. All right, so yes. There's a particular fashion in which we go about, said out there in the world. So Logan, do you mind telling the people what that would be?
That would be traditionary fashion, my friend.
You goddamn right it is. So, in tradition, said fashion, good sir, please lead the way.
Yeah, I don't have much that's not already a topic for not out there in the world, but actually in the show. But I do have one thing this morning. This is just kind of a PSA. So this morning I went to the dentist. I got my teeth cleaned.
Oh, very nice.
And, I'm sure we've got so many people watching this show that will be dentists or dental hygienists. And like, just a heads up, because, you got to remember, if you're at the dentist, you don't really get to talk because fingers are all in your mouth. They're messing with you. You're kind of just along for the ride if the other person decides to talk.
Right.
My dental hygienist, for some reason, has just chosen that I am like open to political talk while her fingers are down my throat. And
it's kinky.
It is metal shit. I mean, like pokey. But it's interesting because she's been my dental hygienist for a couple years now. She actually did tell me that she's leaving. This is the last time she's going to be doing my teeth. So I was like, it's kind of nice. And she's not like a full-blown like Trumpy or anything, but she, like today she spilled that like, she was like, everybody thinks that this heat wave is global warming and it's not even real. And I'm like, what?
Even a little bit of Trumpy is too much for me.
I was like, what do you mean? And so I ended up having to explain to her just like the phases of the Earth and like what it's done over millions of years, because I have researched this stuff and I know that like we're
like,
on
you just do my fucking teeth.
Exactly. She apologized 17 times throughout my cleaning. Like, sorry, I shouldn't be talking about this kind of stuff because I am at work. It's unprofessional. But anyway, and like would just continue. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there like, oh my God. But
we're talking about this, but hey, immigration.
Yeah, and no, yeah. I was like, I had to watch what I brought up because I didn't know what she would say. But it was just funny whenever like basically, obviously global warming is a thing. I'm not going to say that this heat wave is, global warming. We're just having a big heat wave across the Earth. But like global warming's obviously a thing. And we are not helping it with all of our, exhausts and things going into the Earth or into the atmosphere. But she was like saying it's not real. And I was like, what is actually happening is we're on our way to an ice age. And she's like, exactly. She's like, see, we're cooling down. She's like, you're right. And I'm like, no, we're not cooling down. I was like, the Earth has gone through phases. That we've had multiple ice ages, and what happens is slowly over thousands of years we get hotter and hotter and hotter until it tanks, and then there's an ice age, and we're hundreds to 1,000 years away from it, but that's what we're on the way to. So like global warming would happen regardless, we're just speeding it up. And she was like, yeah, exactly, we're cooling down. And I was like, no. And I explained what I just said, and she's like, she just goes, oh, weird. And that's all I got from her. And I was like, so you don't know shit, like you don't know shit. And kind of made her shut up for a little bit. So it was nice. But yeah, so I just PSA out there, if you're working with people in a professional environment,
don't do that.
Talk about your family. Talk like this girl, like the second time she cleaned my teeth, she was like, money's so tough right now. She was like, I should just start an OnlyFans. Like she's and I was like, go for it. I was like, I'm sure
your dentist said that?
My dental hygienist did, yeah. And I was like, shit. I was like,
you look good.
I was like, I'm thinking about doing it too. Like I was like, it's legit, because like just go along with the conversation because you're gonna make some money out of it. And yeah, so it was like this girl's just funny, but yeah, so just PSA, watch your mouth out there.
Oh, yeah, especially when somebody's in your mouth. Just don't say anything that might be slightly triggering.
I don't know, I'll fucking bite that. Yeah, watch out, bitch.
Oh, fuck that. There's fucking knives and drills all over your shit and gas. You're like, yes, I'm just gonna.
We need to put this mask on you right quick.
Right, new regulations, COVID and all. Just here you go. And then next thing you know, you wake up and everything's just gone, missing.
I just got nubs.
Fucked up. Yeah. She does a thing where they give you like fucking Baraka teeth when they're gonna put like
correct the veneers on there.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's crazy. And then
she's a perfectly normal looking, mid to low 30s woman. I mean, I'm sure she's cute. I don't think I've ever seen her without a mask on. But
heard it.
She's fine.
Built like scrambled eggs.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I guess is that just talking about like
that's
just
some
the wrinkles in
country
the
ass
ass?
Shit, dude. I don't know, but scrambled ass good fucking eggs look amazing. So shit.
Not what an ass.
Let me see what I got. That's very true. It's more of the cottage cheese nature, I would say.
Oh, that's very true. Goddamn. Fuck.
Or scrambled eggs with cottage cheese. There you go.
Yum.
That's mixed in. Absolutely. It sounds great to me. All right, so I don't have a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I have a few things.
Okay, what you got?
Julio Jones to the Bucks. Hey. Heard it. Okay. One is a little trailer that came out today, which caught my attention.
Okay.
We know it means she's bad built, Kenya. We're just being stupid.
I know, godly.
Because it's interesting because the first movie was dog shit of shit ass, and now they're making a prequel to it, and that is Pearl, which is a prequel spinoff to the movie X. I saw it today. It looks interesting, but so did fucking X. But this one really looks like it's just going to be gore factor, creep out, horror all throughout, which I'm here for, which means more entertainment, and I'm not sitting there bored out of my mind. I obviously know you haven't watched this trailer.
Yeah, no.
Or seen it. But it's very interesting that it got greenlit the way it did. I know they filmed this back to back, X and this. So the studio really believed in Ty West. I was like, all right, cool, we got it, even though it didn't get received too well in terms of like money wise or anything like that, but they never really do outside of Everything Everywhere. Because what was the top one before Everything Everywhere for A24? It was Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
Was their big one. So if you want, check that trailer out. It's interesting. It gives the backstory of the crazy ass horny old woman who was killing everyone in X. So this is her story.
Can I just drop a little something right quick?
Mm-hmm.
X has a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
From critic score.
Yeah.
What? I mean, because you explained the whole movie that day.
Yeah. It's god awful.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe
so A24 is ecstatic. They're so happy they have a prequel immediately coming out.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
It's maybe god awful is very harsh. I don't want to be that over exaggerated person, but it's not good. It's not good. Let's see, horror movies that need that gory factor like Texas Chainsaw movie, Netflix, better story, but the gore was So that's coming out, but I'll check it out just for curiosity, but I'm not going to the movies. If they do like a streaming thing, I'll catch it after, but I'm not going to watch that shit. Fooled me once. I'm good.
Correct.
All it takes is one. Okay, what you got?
Only other thing I have, this is random as fuck, but
okay.
I was on TikTok like a couple hours ago, and I fucking watched a guy. He's leaning out of a boat in the ocean, and he's trying to mess with like a small shark, and he's trying to grab it by its gills. Have you seen this?
I think I've seen the beginning of it, but didn't watch it. I just saw someone playing in the water and just left.
He's like leaned over. He's trying to grab this shark by the gills, which I don't know what the fuck you're doing. And there's a like 5-year-old kid that's like, "Don't get bit, Dad!" Like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And like just screaming. And sure enough, that shark, is wiggling around like that and fucking catches that guy's hand.
Oh.
Right here, just whack. And it starts because he lets go. And the shark is trying to swim. And so it does basically an alligator crocodile death roll. And all of a sudden, I mean, first of all, you see that shark just blood all over it. And finally lets go. And that guy just goes, "Fuck, he got my pinky." And it ends. And I just watched a guy get his pinky ripped the fuck off on TikTok. And I'm trying to figure out how
it was the same with the lion.
With what?
The lion. Did you see that one?
I don't think so. What are you talking about?
Oh shit. So and it's even more disappointing because he was black. He should have known better. So it's this lion in a cage, whatever, big motherfucker, like Mufasa status.
Oh, with that guy that's peeking in the cage? Like he's like putting his hand in?
Yeah, like his little finger, whatever, and the motherfucker grabs it. And you just see everything just on the pullout. I was like, you deserve that, homie. I'm sorry. Yeah. I feel nothing for you, but it is hard to watch. That shit is gross. Him and the old white dude that decided to go for a fucking lollygag in the shark fucking cage or exhibit and just got his shit fucked up and dragged away. I was like, I don't feel bad for people like that.
Nah. Got me fucked up.
Yeah, no. But I will see if I can check that shit out though. I did see one on TikTok though, and I think it was during Shark Week, so it wasn't like some found footage shit or something put on.
I did save it because I figured that it would get removed. So I do actually have it. I'll text it to you, and you can watch it, whatever. But I'm going to text it to you now. And maybe if you want to do a reaction to this at the end of the show, that'd be funny.
Okay. I shall. So I was like, who's texting me? Yes. I got 2 more things. A chimp. What? Put a finger off 2 behind a cage. Oh, yeah, that's insane. So Will Smith is starting some of his movies are starting to roll back around.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, with the announcement of his movie Emancipation with Antoine Fuqua has a release date. So his films are starting to slowly creep back around.
Yeah, they already had it filmed, so they got to get it out.
Right. Which I'm here for. I'm excited to see. Antoine Fuqua is amazing. It's said to be his best film since Training Day. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, you got me there. Don't know what the fuck it's about, but I'm here for it. It's Will Smith and Antoine Fuqua. You got me. But yeah, just wanted to mention that because good to see his shit coming back out.
Sure.
What do you have? Anything else before I
think
name
I'm
into
good.
this? Okay, so breaking news as of today, and something I am very, 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 very excited for. We now have a director for Avengers: Kang Dynasty.
Oh, you're going to talk about this here?
Well, yeah, it didn't happen during the thingies. I think it was big enough.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, I think it was big enough for a whole segment. So yeah, Shang-Chi's own Dustin Daniel, what's his name? Cretton, I believe is his last name.
Yeah.
Will helm Avengers: Kang Dynasty, which I am all the way here for. He's not doing Secret War. So right now they just have him for that. So to be TBD. But as someone who all of you know, I am a vastly just high of the art type fucking fan of Shang-Chi. This makes me very excited. He can handle scope, scale, visuals. He got all of that. And I'm sure Shang-Chi will be in this film. So yeah, that's a good relationship built with there. Yeah. What do you think?
Definitely nervous. I mean, very nervous. Shang-Chi's really good.
Shut your wet mouth.
But this guy has no experience whatsoever with an ensemble or a movie that big. And I mean, the MCU movie he made, the third act is like a completely different. It's like the third act of the sequel that he just went ahead and made into the first one. It's a massive drop off for me, but it's a fun movie. He gets character. I'm very surprised by the choice. I mean, to be perfectly honest,
I am too.
It sounds like they were like, we don't have anything Shang-Chi 2 wise, but we would love to keep you around. You know, here's what we have on the docket. And he's like, fuck it, give me Avengers. And they're like, okay. Like, and I got some people were commenting on my Twitter today, and there were like somehow somebody that like has like that does reviews commented, and they have no followers. I don't know. It was confusing, but they commented and made a bunch of other people comment, all basically the same comment. They were like, "Oh, so excited for this! Like, Dustin's gonna kill it," and it was like all the same. And I was like, well, here's why I'm saying I'm a little nervous, and I explained that. And they were like, oh, well, Kevin Feige, you know, of course I trust Kevin Feige. And I'm like, I don't trust him for fuck all when it comes to Phase 4. He has done an awful job keeping directors in line. I mean, literally, besides Shang-Chi, every movie has directing issues. I mean, like legitimate directing issues. So it's like, I mean, especially fucking people were wanting Chloe Zhao for Secret Wars. I'm like, that's the worst directed.
As somebody who defends Eternals, that is a no for me.
I mean, besides Captain Marvel, Eternals might be the worst directed movie. It might be one of the prettiest, but it might be one of the worst directed that Marvel's done. So yeah, I don't know. It's I'm obviously excited for the movie. Like, it sounds like it's going to be fucking insane.
Yes, it is.
But man, the the choice of director is interesting, to say the least. I'm very surprised, and I hope he can live up to the hype.
I don't find it so much interesting, but it is very surprising for me. I did not expect that at all. And so fucking soon, I was like, oh shit, okay, I didn't expect that. So maybe we'll get Secret Wars director like tomorrow or some shit or whatever.
Well, so like I was talking to Walker today, and he was like, oh, well, he's obviously doing Secret Wars too. And I was like, there's no fucking way. First of all, because I'm already nervous that he's going to be overwhelmed for the one Avengers movie. But it is true that they're 5 months apart. So
I'd have to look at the slate.
They got I want to say it's May and November or something like that. So they're going to film them back to back, but I don't think they would give that to one director, obviously. But that was the other thing that somebody brought up on Twitter. The girl brought up on Twitter. She was like, well, he's got almost 3 years to figure it out, because that's when the release date is. And I'm like, exactly. So they need a script and to be shooting in 6 to 8 months. I mean, because how much VFX are going to be in the Kang Dynasty?
A lot.
I mean, you have to have 1,000 Kangs running around. So, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know what they're really thinking here, but
oh my god, that's wild.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking about that.
I'm very nervous for all of it, because it just feels like they're going too fast, man. Like,
I don't think so. That's fucking 2 phases away. I don't think they're
2 phases in 2 years. How's that make any goddamn sense? Phase 5.
That's true.
I mean, Phase 5 is 2023 to 2024, and then when is Fantastic Four? November 2023, like right at the end of 2023.
The beginning of Phase 6, whenever the fuck that is. That's what
right.
Fantastic
So
Four is, yeah.
you know, so I mean, it really is 2 phases ending in 2 years. That is
that's true, because Phase 1 was what? Well, fucking 11 goddamn years.
No, that's Phase 1 through 3.
That's one. Oh yeah, that's right. Phase 1 through 3.
But up until the first Avengers, right. So 2012, so it's 4 years.
That was stupid. Yeah. We'll figure it out. It doesn't look like it's too. I don't know. We'll see. Because those slots didn't look like a lot were in them, but
they're skipping a lot. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, because they've got Disney Plus shows they got to announce, and they got to announce the other movies that are happening all in that same year.
That's true. That's right. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's just going to be Fantastic Four and those 2 Avengers movies. They're going to have.
Oh yeah, no, the show's still empty. Yeah.
Okay, so Fantastic Four is November 2024.
Okay.
So Phase 3 is a year and a half.
Okay.
And Phase 4 is November to November. It's a year.
Well, all right.
That's interesting.
Let's see what they got. Okay. Oh, and I forgot about this. I just thought about this now. Another little trailer we're about to talk about is Halloween Ends dropped.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which looks very fucking good. Just off this little I can't obviously just going off this, but it looks like they went back to Halloween 2018, those roots, and that feel and that tone, which I fucking love, because Halloween Kills was just I don't know where the fuck we were going, but the kills were amazing. But this one looks like it's really going back. Did you see the trailer?
No.
Okay, well, fuck me then. But but it looks really damn good. Fucking Jamie Lee Curtis is all type of badass and just fine in this as always. And it looks like her and Michael are finally just going to duke it the fuck out. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Isn't there a giant time jump between Kills and Ends?
Yeah, I don't know about giant, but I know there is a time jump.
I want to say I heard it was like 4 years.
Oh, could be. I don't know. If that's some giant. Well, maybe. I don't fucking know.
That's giant for Jamie Lee Curtis. They got to age her up 4 years in a year. I mean,
she's Jamie Lee Curtis. She can do whatever. All right, she can be 95 and still just badass. But yeah, so that's all I really got. I know you don't have much to say on that because you haven't seen Kills. Yeah, you haven't seen the first one. And,
I'm
So it's what ifs. Okay. So I think that's a good place to wrap up out there in the world. If there's anything you felt like we've missed, please let it be known in a live chat or on playback. We will do our best to keep the conversation going there. And of course, we'll give us some time at the end of the show to talk to you guys and shoot the shit and go through anything you feel like we might have missed or add on. All right. So, oh God, where do we begin?
I think we should start with the big one.
With the big one?
Yeah.
I was going to save that for the end. You want to start with it?
I think so. I think it's good to start with
it. Let's start with it. Okay. So, we're going back. We got our first look, everything for Wakanda. So, during the time of San Diego Comic-Con, where all things were just pretty damn cool to, this sucks. The moment everyone was waiting for dropped. Ended the Hall H presentation of Marvel with Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Teaser trailer. It's a good little hefty little teaser trailer. Mm-hmm. It was nice. So we didn't even get so much story. Like it was literally just
it's a great teaser.
It's a fucking phenomenal teaser. We get snippets of what it possibly can be, but it's, to be real, it's literally just, it's a Chadwick centerpiece. Like you feel it all throughout.
Yeah, you feel the sadness throughout.
The music selection, you feel the tone, you feel the loss, you feel the absence, you feel the essence, you feel it all. Queen Ramada seems to be having a huge part in this, and they're playing off of, obviously, we lose T'Challa in this film. We speak to that. We get our first look at Namor, who to me looks okay. Yeah. Got it. I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah, looks good.
Got it, man. And we get a little mystery tease at the end of just like, hey, who's the Panther right now? We got our first look at Riri. We get a lot of good action shots. The cinematography in this shit is fucking...
It's just beautiful, man.
Like, what the fuck happened from Black Panther 1 till 2? Like, it wasn't shit the first movie the way it looked, but this shit was like...
Right.
What?
I mean, like, when I think about the first one, in terms of cinematography, all I can really think out that jumps out is with Chadwick and Michael B on the... Like, when Killmonger's dying... They look off over, like that's obviously beautiful. But besides that, it's a relatively normal looking Marvel movie. This trailer alone, he stepped the fucking game up when it comes to cinematography.
Just that funeral scene alone, the all white shit.
Oh my God, it looks so good, man. And like that close up on Shuri's face with her walking, like it just, I mean, it's a different feel.
It's a whole different feel. So, well, should you go first or should I go first?
You can go first.
Okay. So a lot of you know, I don't want to beat a dead horse and go through all this again. You already know how I feel about Chadwick, all this good stuff, yada, yada, yada. So going into this, I was very skeptical of this movie. I was like, I didn't even know if I'm going to see it, at least not run a, fucking opening weekend, go see it type shit, or how they're going to do it. And, all of that. I watched it. I did a reaction to it, the whole nine. Of course, I was straight bitch faced the whole entire time. But I was pleasantly surprised how it left me feeling.
Yeah.
At the end of it. Of course, obviously, it'll never be in 1,000% I'm on board this, that, and the third, because given the circumstance. But this left me with so much of a hopeful feeling. And I'm glad that it's still in Coogler's hands. You can tell obviously, this is something very close to the chest for him. You can see that in every way. so it left me very hopeful. Like there is no other choice but for me to see this movie. And
Of course.
right, and it's just like with those doubts really low, with that, skepticism, I don't say erased, but it's just vastly brought down, because I just felt like, and like I said in the song, which beautiful mix.
I know, my God, I had to bring that up.
Beautiful fucking mix. Like, everything's gonna be alright, man. Like,
yeah,
it's rough, but we're here. Like, we're in this together. Like, everything's gonna be alright. And that just resonated with me. Like, alright, like, cool. Like, I can't explain it. It's really weird, but yeah, you go ahead and then we can just dive into everything. And
yeah, no, everything you just said is 100% spot on. I have rewatched this trailer so many times because of the feeling that it gives me by the end. Like, it really is a thing of, you feel the somberness,
right,
but it's even that feeling of just like what the music doesn't line up with. That the final shot of the trailer with who is the Black Panther, which we'll talk about, but like the way that ends, it's also just that realization of like, it starts with mourning, starts with the funeral, and you feel the pain through the Queen, Ramonda, and all that. And I mean,
oh my God.
you feel that, which I'm wondering if that quote is from during the blip, possibly.
A lot of people saying that.
I don't know, but either way, she's acting the fuck. Miss Bassett is killing it.
Bro,
Love it.
when she hit that line,
yeah,
I was like,
she like rolled that R
what?
too.
Oh,
and I was like, oh fuck, let's go, man.
I was like, emotionally just like dead. I don't know what to do with myself anymore. Yeah.
But it's interesting because the trailer literally, it starts with mourning, and then you start to get that feeling, okay, like we're supposed to be all right, like it's showing things that are hopeful, even though you see like Shuri crying, all that. Yeah. But by the end, you kind of realize it's like, hey, shit happens. It sucks. We got to move on because we've got some shit to deal with. Like, on top of losing our king, there is a super powered being flooding our country.
Yeah.
And we have to stand up and fight.
Yeah.
And it's like, you feel that by the end of, after all of it, it's like, you know what? We're going to be all right. Like, Wakanda's still Wakanda.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, you feel that shit by the end. So I really love the trailer. What Walker just said, I mean, it's like that Marvel logo just on the ground.
Gorgeous.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, like, it's just done. Like, that's what, it's one of those things, we've talked about this before, but the trailer's cut to the music.
Yeah.
That music was done, a month ago or more at least, and they cut this teaser to fit with that perfectly. Yeah. And I always appreciate that, and you also really get the sense of this teaser tells its own story, and they have pieced it together purposefully to invoke what it's invoking, and it is 100%. It's one of the best teasers Marvel's ever done in that sense. Going off of what you were saying, I am still vastly nervous for the movie, just for the simple fact of what it needs to live up to with the impossible circumstances on top of that. So I'm going to be nervous for it, but this teaser is incredible. And if the movie is actually, if this teaser is actually a good basis on what the movie is, Marvel has got an absolute home run, because I mean, everything in it looks fucking incredible.
It like everything. I'm just like, what in the fuck? Like I don't,
there is not one piece that you're going like, oh, don't like that. Like, no.
Mm-mm.
Everything looks good.
Yeah, every single bit of a fucking frame
and
of a scene.
So going off, so what you were saying, Namor. I fucking love the like Mayan.
Yeah,
I mean, really just starting with Nakia with the temple in the back, and it's just like, oh shit. And then he's got that nose thing, that bar. And I was like, okay, dope. He's got the big headdress. I love it. And I
That
love the
turnaround shot when you first saw him in the water with the headdress, that was fucking great.
yeah. And I really love the mirror of what seems to be him seeing something burning while he's standing half and half in the water.
Oh yeah.
As a kid, and then flips to him as a grown ass man, just walking up with absolute purpose.
Hold on, am I frozen?
No, not for me.
Why the fuck Kenny telling me to blink? There was nothing but blinking.
You froze for a second.
Oh, okay.
But not long. No, you're good.
I was like, blinking this whole time.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, if you haven't seen the IMAX trailer, I wish the whole fucking movie was shot in IMAX because it definitely deserves it. But a lot of the wide action shots are that close up of the Black Panther with the claw is not in IMAX. And I'm like, what happened? It's outside.
They don't want us to see. No clues. Just booty cheeks.
I guess that's true. Maybe they kept it widescreen for that IMAX trailer to keep that. Okay, that's a good idea. Thank you.
Yeah.
But no, Namor, I'm super interested because what I said in my video, and I really still don't know exactly how to put it into words, but it does seem like, because obviously Namor is going to be somewhat of a villain here. Yeah. He's known for being kind of an anti-hero, flipping both sides depending on his, he's for his people, and that's kind of, the way it goes. But it's interesting, the feeling that I get from him, because it also seems like we have lost a king and we have a country that's trying to rebuild. And then we have...
I think I know what you're talking about.
Almost seems like we have a king with a civilization that is lost. And so he is going for redemption and like trying to bring somebody else down while they're already down and trying to come back up. And it's like this weird thing where we almost are able to sub out Chadwick for Namor and continue a story. Like I'm hoping by the end, like they both, in terms of Atlantis and Wakanda, are massively pushed for beautiful character development with Namor. And I mean, if they can sell him in this movie, it would be unbelievable, because I could see them just saying like, this is scary, let's make him a villain. It'll be super easy.
Do you mean like you don't want him to be like king of both things?
Oh no,
you're talking about.
I'm talking about story wise. Like we have lost a king here, but we have a king here that is coming up for redemption. Similar to what T'Challa was doing in the Black Panther movie.
Gotcha,
we now have him
so
over
is
here.
Set up for focus.
So it's just kind of interesting. Like you can have this mirror of two different time periods, kind of these nations, but they're kind of a mirror of each other. But yeah, man,
he's definitely not dying in this. So you have to.
Oh God, no, yeah.
Yeah, Namor, yeah.
I really like what we're seeing for sure. I guess the only question is, everybody has a different name, but who is in the suit at the end?
I'm saying it's either I swear I want it to be Okoye.
Me too. So fucking bad, man. So bad.
Because they had a little bit too much meat and thickness on them for it to be Shuri. So I'm like, I don't know who it is.
I don't know.
I even said shit, because everything seems to be really heavily focused on the queen. I'm like, shit, put her in that bitch and fight for her country.
No, I already saw somebody say, I can't remember. Maybe it was Kenya sent me that. Angela Bassett's got ass.
I'm about to say that's definitely not her, because that shit would take up half the screen.
Yeah. I mean, she's got that ass.
Yeah. It's definitely not her, but I would love it to be. But if not, I want it to be Okoye. She's the only one that logically makes sense from a warrior perspective. Do not put it in the hands of Letitia Wright, because we know her fucking ass. Don't do that. Or if anything, Nakia, just because the personal connection for her and T'Challa, and of course, her being a warrior for her people, her tribe and stuff like that, we can definitely do that. So it either has to be those two. That's the only thing I'll accept.
Yeah.
Boom, it's Martin fucking Sheen.
I'm super interested because logically, story-wise, it's Letitia Wright. I mean, it's Shuri. She takes on the mantle. I don't want that.
Is it though? Is it a logical story?
Well, I mean, if they're going to go through the comics of, making
which they haven't, don't start now.
Well, we got Namor flooding Wakanda. That's straight out of the comics.
We'll leave her ass out of it.
But I know a lot of people think it's Nakia, and I don't know how I would feel about that, because the first movie literally ends with her saying like, I don't want to be in Wakanda. Like, I want to go out and help people in terms of like spreading. And that's what kind of makes T'Challa say like, yeah, let's open up and start helping. And like, she's so like, I don't want to just be a queen here.
Right.
That's not my vibe. And so her being in that suit doesn't make sense to me, but I'm honestly hoping there's multiple throughout the movie. But like, yeah, because I saw somebody like New Rockstar said it's Killmonger. Killmonger's fucking skinnied up.
Yeah, he did.
That he's got the thinnest wrist I've ever seen. Like, it's not him in that shot. Could he be in this? Yeah, I think it's possible that they do something to bring him back in a weird way, and I would be for it. One thing that's interesting is I want people to go back and look at that shot again. On the forearm, there is a weird, like, I would call it a bracelet, but it's on the forearm. It's not a panther. It looks like a gorilla mouth on the forearm wrapped around it, and it's not M'Baku.
It's not M'Baku at all.
I mean, it is not him, but it makes me wonder if the point is this is Wakanda's superhero now. It's not just I'll butcher the name of the Panther god, but you know, M'Baku is with the gorilla god. He doesn't believe in the same. Right. But it makes me wonder if maybe it's supposed to take a lot of influences. And if that's the case, it makes me go to Okoye. I think Okoye is the obvious choice for this. And I saw Kenya say, you know, Okoye is supposed to have her own Disney Plus show. That is correct, before Chadwick passed away.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure that show
changes some things.
I think the show's title was Wakanda Forever.
It was, yeah.
So it sounds to me like they might have gone ahead and nixed that for obvious reasons, because they need every bit of storytelling they can after, you know, T'Challa is gone.
Right.
But I want it to be Okoye so terribly bad.
Oh yeah, like addictively bad. Like I want it to be her. It should be her. But all I know is I don't know who the fuck knocked her ass back in that goddamn trailer. But I'm like, who are you fighting? That was a badass shot though. She looked amazing. No. But yeah, I'm very curious what's going to happen. Why Namor has these issues with Wakanda? Why are they beefing? I love the shot where M'Baku is about to just try to club this man's face, and he's just sitting there while fucking
that's
everything's getting blasted. I'm like,
I love that shot where there's a ship coming down and shooting, and all of Namor's people are diving into the water, and he's just standing there not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
At all.
Like,
this motherfucker is badass.
And this is one thing, this is so like selfish of me, but I really hope like I hope I can understand every word this guy says, because I feel like he's gonna have some fucking lines in this movie. Yes. And like I fully understand, like I loved what he did at Comic-Con, where I don't know if you've seen it, but like he spoke and then did a whole speech in Spanish afterwards.
I did not.
And
because he naturally has a thicker accent.
Of course, he's straight. I think he's from Mexico, if I understand correctly, or he vastly represents Mexico.
Yeah.
And but I really think Namor could become a T'Challa-like character for the MCU, where you know, it's obviously very different, but it's also not in what, if you just think about 2022 now, it's like, Mexico gets a lot of shit. You know, it is obviously not, you know, the racism, you know, coming off of slavery, but it is, I mean, 15 years ago, the word wetback was said every other day in my city. You know, I mean, it was just like, that was what people called Mexicans. And it's like, that's so crazy that was a thing. And so I think it makes sense to kind of mirror that if you can, and make Namor an unbelievably strong, powerful, just willing himself to victory For what? I don't know, and I really hope it's a good reason.
I do too, and it's like he's just such a fucking badass. You believe it. It's written all like you feel it in the whole trailer.
That shot of him, the shot of him walking in from the water, just real quick, but he's fucking like he's got a back on him.
Yeah.
Like he's wide. He's not slim. Like Michael B. Jordan is slim swole. He's just fucking thick.
Yeah.
And but the shot that sold me is legitimately when he's just standing there while those explosions are going off, and I'm like,
just look at this.
Like,
fuck?
I'm sitting there wondering, like, can he slow down and see that none of those are going to hit him, or like what is the deal, or does he just have that confidence of like, I might get hit here and I don't care? Like that's where are we at with him? So really, really excited for this movie now. Like I'm still so nervous because it does have a monstrous mountain to climb.
Yeah, it does.
But this teaser is fucking unbelievable.
It is, and I don't need to see shit else. I am fine with just this. I'm fine with just this. I don't need to see shit else. So I'm surely gonna do obviously a trailer.
Oh,
I'm good. I won't be watching it. I don't need to.
That's surprising.
Yeah, no, I'm good. This is all I really needed. Like I said, I'm fighting through the shit enough. I'm good. I just want to go for what I have, what I've seen, what I know, and just take it from there. And yes, Riri, like we said, we talk about her. We see her.
Yep.
I want to know how she's connected and why she's in Wakanda. Because her and Shuri was like, yeah, what's up? We know you.
Obviously,
so
buddy. Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, is she like a cousin that was sent off to America that we're just not finding out and that's going to kind of use that to come back? Or because she thinks there's going to be some kind of fucking exchange to us, some shit. Like, hey, come get sent to Wakanda from...
I kind of think that's what it is, sadly. I think because the whole point of her character is she gets into MIT at like 14. Mm-hmm. And so... I'm guessing she graduates MIT by 18.
That's true because Wakanda is now throughout
opening up
America, and there's a cultural exchange. There's all type of stuff that T'Challa set up. So maybe she did go to that school and was like, "Hey, you're fucking brilliant. You're a standout. We're sending you off to Wakanda for like a hands-on, whatever the fuck." So that that's good. That could actually, I would believe that.
Okay, I do have one other question. I almost forgot. We obviously will see, or we will learn how T'Challa dies in the movie. Yeah. Do you have a preference or a thought of what they might say or do?
No idea. I was probably going to be like in battle or some shit.
Because I really don't want them to say it was cancer.
Right.
Because sadly, Shuri would cure cancer in a second. I mean, if you just want to believe the world, but I also understand.
Plus, that's too close as well.
Yeah. So it was interesting because Walker actually brought it up to me, but the only problem would be you would have to do a CG Chadwick for this, I think, unless you just filmed it in a way where it was just the back of somebody.
I don't think so. I don't think we'll see the death. We're not going to see it.
But his idea was, what if the movie starts with the tidal wave and Chadwick is trying to save like a child underwater and the kid's stuck, and so he takes that necklace off and puts it on the kid and suits up over him and he drowns to like save that kid.
No, I don't want to see anything fucking traumatizing to see this man die.
It doesn't have to be traumatizing. It just has to be like, he puts that on and then the kid gets out and he's like, he didn't come back. Like that was just it, and it's just kind of a thing. And so I was just like, I would love for him to go in a heroic way if that's possible. But sadly, I think they might just say it's off screen, just start the movie.
I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that.
I just feel like you could do some incredible storytelling with it, but it's tough.
Too close. Just say it happened. Yada yada. Can't just do it right. We don't want water killing a black man. No,
it's a tidal wave coming to Africa, man. I mean, that's the whole. You're gonna have that joke regardless, man.
Right. But no, I just do it off screen. The writers and Ryan will figure out something beautiful, I'm sure, and that's fine. Like they'll open it with a fucking sunrise. They'll have fucking either Ramonda or Shuri have like a little like analog, where the fuck, just talking over narration, explaining or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, keep it beautiful, keep it cute, keep it nice, and that's it. I don't need to see shit.
And I shouldn't bring this up, but I saw some people say this, and I don't want to speculate, but I'm going to speculate. I'm going to write the movie a little bit in my head of what I would love to see, even though I don't think this will happen. But there's that shot in the trailer with Shuri and the throne room is on fire. It's flooded and then on fire.
I want to know what the fuck that is. It looks so dope.
It looks unbelievable. But talking about cinematography, I mean, that's one of those shots that is just fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
And what I'm wondering is if they could somehow do a thing, like some sort of idea where, because in the comics, what Shuri does is makes a synthetic heart-shaped herb.
Yeah.
And takes it. But also in the comics, Bast denies her the powers because she is doing nothing but trying to live up to her brother and trying to compare herself to her brother. And Bast is like, you're in it for the wrong reasons. And what I almost like is something along those lines, but then she also has to meet Killmonger in the ancestral plane, and she gets stuck there. And that's why Ramonda is saying, my family's gone, because to her, Shuri is lying there. They can't get her out of this, phase. And somehow, in a way, Killmonger and her have like some time together, and she turns him. And then they somehow resurrect him like they do T'Challa in the first movie. It'd be fucking unbelievable for me. Like, because it's that thing of like Michael B. Jordan, him dying, first of all, it was beautiful for the story, but I was like, damn, man, he's so good. Don't kill him, you know? But, and then now, of course, after my selfishness, of course, after Chadwick goes, I'm like, fuck, why did you kill him? Because he would be like, you could do a story where, no, here's why you should represent us and why you should change your mindset a little bit. And so I don't know. But I would like if somehow Shuri could bring back Killmonger, because obviously his body's there. It's interesting.
Well, how much time has passed, man? It's fucking decayed and decrepit and shit.
I mean, for all we know, they don't even bury their people like that. They just put them in some sort of vibranium Shuri shit, and they don't decay at all. I mean, fuck. So I don't know. It's interesting.
Maybe.
Hell, they could pull a, like, he's in the back of the tank and he's just actually alive over there in a coma floating around like a motherfucker. I don't know.
That'd be ridiculous. I mean, I don't hate that idea. I really don't. Yeah. And no, Kenny, it's not the goddamn same at all. But yeah, no, I would love that. Well, yeah, it's not a bad idea. I would go for it. If they did that, I'd be like, that's cool.
Because I just, that shot of the fire, the reason why I brought it up, is when he burned the heart-shaped herb room.
Yeah, and that's what it reminded me of exactly.
And so I'm like, what if that's in the ancestral plane and he is confronting her upset and he burns the flooded throne room?
Because the throne is fucking there in the middle, just chilling.
Yeah. And so I'm like, it would be a fucking unbelievably awesome interaction.
Yeah,
between if we have arguing and like screaming at each other in the ancestral plane, and they have to figure it out together, it'd be fucking dope.
That would be. I'm here for that, actually.
I hate that I'm writing it in my own head because it's probably not.
I mean, we don't know. It hasn't.
I'd love
it.
I'd fucking love it.
Because if that's not the case, I really want to know what the fuck is going on.
Killmonger wanted to be buried at sea. Namor's got him. GG's.
I don't know if that's the case, but if it is, that's dope.
I'm about it. Walker over here dropping the facts, man. Appreciate you. Let's go.
But just because he's like, listen, bury me in the ocean. They're like, all right, cool, we got you. He was
like dig a hole.
He's dead. He's like, fuck this. You know what he's dead? Like, no, here.
Ain't gonna know what he wants. Just throw him off.
Put him in a hole and just just push him off.
Yeah, he'll just become dust.
Right, he'll push him off. He'll go into the ground eventually. That's what happened.
That would be the least T'Challa thing that's ever happened. If he's just
hilarious.
like, oh, I'm so sorry. He's just like, see ya, bitch.
Right. When he drops, T'Challa just looks around.
He's like, definitely. I'm definitely telling everybody just killed him in battle.
Right.
We didn't have no heart to heart.
Did this? He got a beautiful serum. I admitted that's floated him out into the ocean. He's over there somewhere. I don't know. He asked for it. But yeah, well, let's see. We have until November to see how everything
Not
unfolds.
long, by the way.
Not long.
And we got a teaser trailer 4 months from the movie. Unbelievable. I love it.
I don't need to see shit else. I'm good. I am good. Okay, so we shall move onward because I can talk about this shit all day. See, can you say some shit?
Yeah, it should be popping in here in just a sec. He said T'Challa necked his ass off the cliff.
Oh yeah, definitely. Give him one of those fucking Wakanda forever, like Wakanda kicks out the fucking.
Oh jeez.
Wakanda forever.
Doosh. Just see ya.
Rolling, right. He's like, sorry, bust. Okay. So, before we get into the big, hey, yo, it was Comic-Con type shit. First of all, if you made it this far and you're new, hit that subscribe button, please. Click. We'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. Excuse me, burps. There was a little movie that came out in the midst of all of this from a very popular black man, speaking of Wakanda, keeping around with our people here, in his third film, and that is Nope Dope. It came out. It is Jordan Peele's third film. Yes, this is his third film. Mm-hmm. Starring Daniel Kaluuya, Keke Palmer, and basically essentially just following this brother and sister as they come across this extraterrestrial phenomenon on a little farm, and they want to get rich off trying to capture it, get the money shot, but shit is just never that easy, is it? It's basically the movie with some hidden themes and all type of crazy shit. But I saw this movie. I saw it in IMAX. Boy, oh fucking boy, was that the best fucking decision to do, because that shit was beautifully scaled and shot when it came to the alien scenes in sky and running and all that. I was like, oh my god, the way the camera just moved and everything in IMAX was gorgeous, was amazing. The movie overall, I really fucking dug. I really liked Nope. It was incredibly entertaining, and it's so realistic in terms of just how people would naturally
react to that. That's exactly what I've been saying.
It is so goddamn entertaining. Everybody in this movie fucking shines. It's just great. Everybody. And it was to the point where I had to remind myself, oh fuck, I'm watching a Jordan Peele movie. I have to figure out what the fuck all this means, because I was so caught up in the entertainment, I forgot to look out for the other shit. I got it, and I'm curious to hear what your interpretation is in a second, even though he told us, but I still want to get your take on it. But I really, really loved it, man. It was great for me. It would probably be my second. Yeah. So for Get Out,
first.
Get Out, This, Us. Yeah. What did you think of the movie?
I thought it was really good. Third act for me is not the best. Like when the alien starts puffing up, it kind of falls apart. But the actual like heist feel of that whole plan that they have. Yeah, and I really liked that. It was fucking great to see them try to outsmart this giant fucking alien thing. But what I've been saying since the jump is what I love the most is the authenticity of the reactions of these people, where like it, it's just like, what the fuck is that? Is something that's said like, you know, holy shit, there's fucking aliens. Like, did you see that shit? Like, it was so real. So I really liked that. There's some things that I could definitely see this movie being like 15, 20 minutes longer and it really being good for me. Cause there's just some things that they kind of take jumps of like understand. Like all of a sudden he's like, it's an animal. It's not a ship. And we're like, how the fuck did you figure that out? Like, he just figures it out too quick. And I think that I would guess they actually filmed more of that to kind of explain that. And like, can't look it in the eyes. Like he just kind of comes up with that out of nowhere, thinking about his horse, which is not, you know, necessarily a predator. You know, but anyway, it was just like, overall though, I thought the movie massively entertaining. I don't know if I need to see it again. Like it's not necessarily rewatchable for me. And I just think you could just tell that they gave Jordan whatever budget he wanted to, and he made this big, I mean, it becomes a big sci-fi alien phenomenon at the end. And it was super slow and all this kind of stuff. And it was drawn out a little bit too much. And I hate to say this, but that scene towards the beginning when he's in like the horse barn and those kids are dressed up as the aliens, that should have been the movie. Legitimately, if those were the real aliens, like if he somehow got away from that and it was the spaceship mixed with those, it would have legitimately been the Black People Signs made by Jordan Peele, which is a 15 out of 10 movie. If you said that, it's legitimately like that. That's what that scene was. I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. Because I'm like, they're showing us straight up. Here's the aliens. They're creepy as shit. They're poking out a plate, like all this stuff. I was like,
bro, that scene was so fucking good. I mean, like, it's the same. I thought it was literally gonna be like the ship and them. Like, holy fuck, they're coming down, like evading shit. Because I was like, first of all, fuck them goddamn kids, because you were way too good at that shit.
That's what I mean. It didn't work, man.
I was like, oh my God.
That first one, the first one popped up. First of all, I thought it was a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was a raccoon. And then it starts to stand up. And I might have verbally said, I can't remember, but I was like, that stunt person that's being this alien had the time of their life on this movie. Like immediately I was like, if this is what they do, that person is having a blast. Cause he like became nothing. And then all of a sudden was a normal size thing. And I was like, that's fucking great. And then it's just a kid in a mask. And I was like, what? I was like, no.
It pissed me off because the shot before they fucking lined it up because where the light was, there was already something like there.
Right.
Generally. So I was like, what the fuck? And when you cut back again, you're like, wait.
Is there something there?
Right.
Yeah.
And then
when it first comes, because
like, oh shit.
Because the lights come back on.
Yeah.
And he turns around and it looks like the same shot we just saw.
Yeah.
But there's slightly something you're sitting there going, am I supposed to be looking at something? Because they're holding on this for a while. Yeah. And then you're like, did that just move? And then you're like, is that a raccoon? And then you're like, oh fuck, they're just showing us aliens. And then 5 seconds later, boom, close to you. I was like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. Like so that is where
that was amazing.
It literally, the movie ended and I said, that should have been the movie. I was like, that would have been better than what we just got, even though what we got was enjoyable. Man, that scene was spectacular.
It was. It was. I was kind of let down when the kids took the shit off because when he punched the fuck out
massively. Exactly.
I was like, oh shit.
Because also that kid ate that.
He did
nothing.
He did because I was
fell flat on his head.
Turn around.
It was hanging upside down. Fell flat on his head. Just gets up like, hey, you hit me. It's like, no, that giant man just punched you square in the face. Yeah. And you just ate it like
MJ turnaround spin, just bam.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. That was good. He was great in this. Whenever his reactions need to be like, nah, I'm good. He was fucking great.
Right. Like, but then also the handshake, well, that's what I said, boy.
Yeah. That was great.
Like that right there, that reminds me of like something my sister and I like. We don't do that necessarily, but like we have that vibe of like, let's fucking go. Like you just get that connection, and you felt the brother sister vibe for sure. But I didn't think Kiki was that great. Like she was good, but I mean,
to me it was the best I've seen her. I really like.
Well, yeah, but that's not saying anything because she's shit. She's horrible. But
yeah, that scene, Kenya, when he opened the shit, he was like,
yeah, exactly. And
nope.
How hard I jumped when that horse came through that windshield.
Oh,
you're not fucking ready for that. I mean,
was great, but I don't have a soul. I don't jump on things, but it's still great. Yeah, that. What's his name? What was the dude's name that helped out? The camera dude.
Oh, the Michael Wincott guy?
No, not
That's
him.
the actor. Oh, you're talking about the Brandon Pereira, Angel?
Yeah, Angel. There you go, Angel. Yeah, he was great too.
I love him.
He was funny. Yeah,
yeah. He fit perfectly into with that. A great contrast to them.
Yeah,
in the own way. I thought he was great.
Steven Yeun was good for the times he was in it. Yeah, I was like, he was good. Crazy.
No, he was fine. I don't think the whole monkey thing with him as a kid with the they should have just cut all that out. Like it was so not necessary. It obviously is pushing the narrative of what the movie is supposed to tell you, but it was I was actually disturbed watching the monkey beat on that girl's face.
I loved it because I'm fucked up that way.
Yeah, no, I legitimately I was like, that shouldn't be in the movie. It should have been the mom that was like that. Because that girl was 13, and so I was like, I didn't like that they beat that girl's face in like that. It's kind of fucked up. But so I will admit, that's one reason why I can almost guarantee I'll never watch the movie again, because I legitimately had a problem with that scene. Which is rare for me. I literally never have that, but I really didn't like that. And I just thought the movie would screech to a halt when you're sitting there why are we with the monkey again?
Walker said it connects to the theme, but it's not so much the story of what's going on.
Yeah.
Because even though watching it, I had to remind myself of that when they did come back. I'm like, but how does this play into what's going on now?
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, the nature of it all, and you can't change such. I get it.
Yeah.
So basically, this whole movie, and it's ironic because Jordan Peele makes and writes things to where it's easily to manipulate if there is something negative you think about the film. It's all kind of well, that's the point of it, motherfucker. You can't. So the best example I have with this weekend, because this film is about spectacle, the expectation of that, what we put ourselves on a line for to achieve, what we hold ourselves to standards, what we want to do, instead of ignoring the shit that's right in fucking front of you. That's the most important in life. Family, connections, people, all that good shit. And it's funny because when you have something against the film, that's kind of in terms of expectation. Logan Paul's dumbass did this shit on fucking Twitter when he was talking about, he did a whole thread about, oh, Nope is fucking horrible. It was so bad. I was expecting so much more. It was boring. The story didn't make sense, that and that. And it's funny because he writes things kind of well, that's the fucking point of it. Spectacle. Yeah. You're expected one fucking thing instead of what was given in front of you. And of course, it's not saying you should automatically love the fucking movie because it does that, but it speaks to a sense of that's how Jordan Peele's mind works. It's well, you expected one thing, and it's my spectacle. That's my fucking point. You're proving it. Thank you for that.
Right.
And that's why the aliens, they don't give a fuck about fucking inorganic matter. We only take up what the fuck is precious to us. All this other metals and trinkets and all these things you people desire, I don't give a fuck. So I see the themes, I like it. It's the less of his films that you have to think on.
Correct.
That's why I fairly got it when I was boom. I didn't get the ending, in terms of the alien, when it when the ship was all decomposed and this big ass green thing kept coming. I was what's this mean? Flashing money at us? Or I didn't get the significance of that
Yeah.
After the ship got fucked up. Like, what does this represent now?
Because it was also just a thing of like, it makes me think of, it's an adaptation of This Is a Predator. Because the way I interpreted the movie was, you can't tame a predator.
Oh, that's
like,
it, yeah.
So like that was the whole thing. Is you got this chimp, and you're trying to make it do dumb shit, and no, it's gonna kill you if it decides to, straight up. And same thing with that. They're trying to manipulate. Steven Yeun especially is trying to manipulate the alien, and the alien's like, "No, I'm just waiting for you to get a bunch of people around here, and I'll eat all y'all."
Right. We ain't got no deal, homie.
Yeah, exactly. And he legitimately was like, "No, we have a partnership," and blah blah. And it's like, no, not quite. He's early. It's like, yeah, y'all are fucked.
Yeah. Like, oh, he's ready. We're ready. Let's go. I was like, oh,
but when it comes to the flashing thing, it makes me think of something that a predator like the fish that's deep underwater that has light,
like to lure them in.
Yeah, but also that doesn't really make sense because it's not working. He's doing it to a balloon,
right?
So it's like, it's kind of weird. It's also like, where's its eyes? You're supposed to be able to see when eyes are looking at you. Right. Where are the eyes? So I don't know. It was that did lose me whenever it became this big puff monster.
Yeah.
Because it was really just meant for spectacle. Like, that is where the movie actually does just become straight up spectacle, and is kind of true to what Jordan Peele is saying he didn't want to do. Is it's just like, we wanted to make this thing that could take up a football field, and that's how big the alien is. And it's like, okay, it's a little interesting, but but overall, I mean, I thought it was fine. I wish we could have gotten more. Like, it just kind of cuts off, and I wish we could have seen like what played on the news and like what was covered up and what went to YouTube and whatever. Because like the filmmaker guy, like Kenya was like, oh man, I fucking loved him, because like for him it wasn't about the shot, it was about he's a filmmaker and he wanted to get the shot for himself and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, the motherfucker backed out of the tent, purposefully got eaten, along with his camera. So
you wanted to see what the fuck the inside. He got too greedy with it.
That's not what Kenya was saying. Kenya was saying it wasn't for the shot. It was to get the impossible shot of getting eaten.
Right, he wanted to get in the inside. That was the impossible shot.
But it means nothing.
Greedy.
Because the camera's destroyed.
Right. That's what he's playing to people. It's like, you always want the impossible shit, but it amounts to fucking nothing in the end. It's like, you did it all. But like, he
planned on getting eaten and the shot not being useful. Like, it makes no sense. I mean, like that, like,
some shit don't make sense when you have an obsession, my friend.
But I'm looking a little blurry.
I'm sharp as a tack, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sharp as a tack.
But yeah, I mean, I thought the movie was good, but I really like
Blind Ambition.
I don't know if I'll ever watch it again. Like, I really don't. Like,
I want to see it one more time.
It was fun, but I definitely won't pay to watch it again. It might be my least favorite of the three. I need to see Us again, because at least the performances in Us are just fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Whereas this one, no one really stands out, and I did also just hate the voice on the filmmaker guy with that deep, like, gargly voice that he just had. Like, it was like,
he's known for that shit. It's fucking great. Have you never seen him in anything before?
No, and I'll never watch anything he's in. He was fucking awful.
Dude, he's been around. He's been around since the Crow days.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I thought and that's the thing is, I mean, it probably works for other characters. It does not work for this character. I mean, like, he's having normal conversations, talking like that. Like, he's not menacing. Like, he's not talking about anything menacing at the moment. And I'm just like, hey man, like,
voice.
Yeah, no, and it's like, I would rather kill myself than have to listen to that again. But overall, I mean, the movie was good. Like, I really liked the movie, and I would recommend it to people.
Yeah,
but
I also know he's not buying it.
I also know a lot of people that went and saw this and were like, that was terrible. Like, a lot of people. And it's mostly because the ending does fall kind of flat for me. Like,
I'll agree with you there.
it ramps up, and it's just the thing. You walk out of the theater, all you think about is the ending. But if you think about the middle of that movie, it's really good and really fun and entertaining.
Yeah, I like the ending where it was more so about the brother and sister when they had their moments. Because like even at the end, like, and then again when it ties into the theme of it all, like she got the perfect shot, but she just like, what matters is right in fucking front of me. Like this relationship that I had, like we've gotten better, bonded, love, all this good shit. Yeah, she just walked away from the shit like, well, I don't give a fuck. Here's what matters. I'm like, all that shit I loved, but and the Akira references, which were cool. Didn't expect that shit. I was like, why? But it works. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I did. I'll watch it again just to make sure I cleansed everything I needed to and got to see and understand what I need to. But yeah, I really liked it. So let us know what y'all thought in the comment sections below. Did you love? I was about to say Get Out. Did you love Nope?
I do love Get Out.
Do love Get Out. He's not too opposed to a sequel either, but I'm like, okay. And she did tame her beast. Yes, Jean Jacket. Very good. That's why he named her that. Go ahead, Kenya. I see you. It's the most sense you've made about movies ever. Let me stop. But yeah, so I'm here for it. Yeah, that fucking bike slide was dope as shit. I was like, okay.
Which one?
At the end, with Kiki, the Akira reference, when she did that bike slide into the fucking...
makes no fucking sense as to how she's able to do that. She takes off-roading on this bike that shows up.
Yeah, she knows how to ride a bike.
What was the original plan for her to get out there?
Wait, get out where?
To take that town? Picture. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think that was her backup. But at first, I think she was just trying to get the fuck out. But then on the way to town, she's like, you know what? I think I could do this shit.
I thought it was because the fact that she knows I got to undo all these and like it just seemed like a part of the mission.
I just think she was just trying to get the fuck out. And then when she got there and saw all the coins and remembered the well, she was like, I got a fucking idea. Because that's why they tagged it in the beginning of like, oh shit, sorry, photobomb type shit. Okay, so let us know what you thought about Nope. I keep want to say fucking Get Out. God damn.
I do hate the name. It's a really bad name for a movie.
I love it.
I mean, you just have you seen Nope? And it's like,
yeah. I
just feel like you could have done better with that, but
yeah, man, okay. That's real. Ain't no improvised. Shit's real. All right, so now we can get to the event of events that was going on, and that is San Diego Comic-Con. Now, I have here that we have the recap, and then we have Marvel and DC's. Do you just want to just fucking throw all of it together? Or you just want to do like the recap, what we thought about it? Because I didn't fucking, or you just want to skip the recap and go for
I mean, Marvel the recap is those two.
That is, well, yeah, that's very
you know what I mean?
Okay, so let's start off with arguably the most disappointing of the two. And that was DC. Mm-hmm. So a lot of fans went up there to their own fucking fault. Dig hard and fucking badges wet, thinking they're about to see so many things that they just put in their heads. And Henry Cavill being one of them. Until they got there. Right. Until they got there, it was just like, what the hell? So we got only fucking 2 things out of DC? Yeah. Black Adam and fucking Shazam.
Yeah.
Out of everything. Flash, Aquaman, you want to fucking Harley Quinn, fucking
the Batman 2, please.
Sure. Well, I don't think that's even like a thing yet.
Well, it's announced.
But you could have announced it.
You could have had, Matt Reeves come out and talk about it a little bit. Say something.
Oh, yeah, it is fucking announced. That's true. They did.
Because did I hear that they somehow ended up saying that it's going to be 4 or 5 years away, something like that?
The Batman 2?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's
fucking
some
horrible.
years away. Which is, it's very stupid. All right, so we could talk about. I don't remember which one they did Shazam first. I think, but I don't care. I'm doing Shazam first. They did Shazam, Fury of the Gods. We had a trailer. I didn't watch any of the panels for any of these things that happened.
Oh no.
by the way, so I'm just catching the ass end of it like everybody else. But we got a trailer, a look at Shazam: Fury of the Gods. And we see Shazam basically trying to figure out who the fuck he is, where he fits in, amongst the world of heroes. And then a bunch of old ass gods come and try to fuck up the world with dragons and magic and shit. And that was it. We got a better look at the family, the suits, our villains in Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu, who both look great, obviously. We have Shazam fighting fucking dragons and making Fast and Furious references to a woman in Fast and Furious.
In it. Yeah, I did not like that.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It was fine. I honestly forgot about it. I did a reaction to every other trailer, but that one because I completely forgot. I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm just not gonna.
I like the trailer. I mean, it's a sequel to the first movie, and I enjoyed the first movie. So,
yeah, very much so. Fucking Shazam himself is back, or the Wizard, whatever the fuck you want to call him. I was like, didn't you like die or something?
Yeah, I thought that was the whole point, was you were dying and you had to give up your power to somebody.
Right. But now this fucker's coming back like he just walked off the Gladiator set and it's like, hey, fight for your family, homie. It's like, what?
It's like, hold on. I thought you. Did you lie? Did you lie?
Right. What's happening? What the fuck? But I'm like, okay. I mean, yeah, it looks fine. Looks cool. I just don't have anything. I enjoyed the first one. I'm not shitting on that. I really enjoyed the first one. And like you said, that's a perfect way to describe it. It's a sequel to the first one.
Right.
That's what it looks like. A lot of references, a lot of fun shit, and family kicking ass together. Don't know much about the plot other than they're coming to. Do we know the bad guy's motivation?
No.
Okay, didn't think so. I just think they're here to fuck shut. Yeah. What did you think about it? Other than it was just like, hey, it's a trailer to.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it looks fun. I'm kind of skimming through it right now. I think it looks fun, but I mean, it's not going to be the best movie of the year or anything like that. No. It's just, I mean, I think it looks fine. Kenya, I hate that if that's true, but yeah, I mean, I like having a dragon. Interesting, like. Because I hate to say it, but it's one of those things. It's like, oh, so Batman has a chance of showing up here and getting eaten by a dragon because he should not be fighting a dragon, like kind of thing. And so it's just like, and also it's just that thing of where the fuck's Superman at? You know, I'm like
negotiating contracts.
Exactly, but yeah, overall, it looks fun. CG does look on point compared to the first one, especially the first one had some,
his flying still looks fucking wonky.
In that beginning shot where like the buildings are moving, I'm confused by that. Not sure what's going on there.
I didn't even peep. I was just like, this blurry shit is weird.
He gets hit by a building that's moving horizontally. It's interesting.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, I mean, I definitely think the girl from West Side Story, she is.
What the fuck is she? What is she?
She's a god that I'm guessing is going to be the key to everything, and she's like young and naive.
Squiggly shit in her hand. That's about it.
I think that I bet both sides are looking for her, and she's the key to something evil, and whoever gets to her first will, destroy everything or whatever maybe. So, because she just seems so dumb and naive, and I'm like, okay, she's obviously super important.
Yeah.
And clueless about it.
Yeah,
but yeah, and then also Shazam himself, it looks like they didn't put the bulk suit on him for this movie. It looks like
they slimmed it down.
Yeah, they've let him use his own
Thank God.
Physique. And he obviously doesn't look as massive, but he does look better as a person. Like his head doesn't look small for his body anymore.
Like a fucking Pez dispenser or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I definitely liked that. But yeah, trailer's fine. It's super interesting that that's the only legitimate trailer we got from DC for San Diego Comic-Con, especially after they talked it up so much with The Rock and Black Adam, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, I mean, I definitely expected more, just because we know that they have so much more. But what can I say?
Yeah. Well, on to the better one, which was Black Adam.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't get a trailer, but we got a pretty badass fucking sneak peek.
Yeah.
And I'm done watching shit from Black Adam. That is it. Don't need to see more. But this one gives us a lovely little sneak peek of literally him just being a fucking badass god that nobody is just going to fucking be able to handle. We got a lot of cool action shots. We got to see a lot of lightning shots. Him flying around, a little bit more into his backstory with his kid. Fucking 50,000 Dr. Fates trying to contain this man.
Right.
Which I'm happy we finally got to see Dr. Fate instead of in a blurry mirror box. We saw fucking Fart Dust. She finally saw her face.
Fart Dust.
Yeah, throwing twigs at the man. And that badass shot with Hawkman and him. I was like, word? You just tried that? Please, sit down, sir. It was just beautiful. What did you think about everything? What a badass entrance to San Diego Comic-Con, by the way.
Yeah,
cool.
For sure. I like that The Rock did that. He also he did that and then ran backstage and changed into like a nice outfit.
Yeah,
which is pretty funny. But no, looks badass. I think it looks awesome. Only thing is, I think I've said this before, but like, you introduce Black Adam, no one has a shot. Like,
nobody.
Like it's one of those things where this is why I struggle with just DC in general, is everyone's a god, and so you kind of have to just keep upping the ante of god power.
Yeah. And
like Hawkman is a lot of people's favorite DC hero. Like, he has a following that's because he's badass.
Yeah.
In this sneak peek, Hawkman's a bitch. Like, he looks fucking hilariously dumb. And I know for a fact he's going right after this, he's going to somehow hit Black Adam and make him, fly into a building, whatever, and try to save him. But no. The whole point of the movie is no one stands a fucking chance. And the villain's supposed to be a demon or whatever. So, like, it takes the devil, basically, to fight Black Adam. Like, you're already to this peak. And so, like, it's why I don't want to see him and Superman fight, because he should kick Superman's ass. Like, period. I don't need Henry Cavill to come back and get his ass kicked. It's just not necessary.
It already happened once.
I mean,
let's not give it to it again.
So I just, this movie is going to be interesting for sure. Also,
and Black Adam's magic is not what tips the scale between him and Hawkman. The man is literally the equivalent to Superman.
Yeah, correct. So,
sir.
Yeah, what the fuck is he talking about?
I have no idea.
As soon as he grabs him and just throws him like that other guy that he throws, the normal guy. I mean,
yes, no, he's getting fucking sauced by Black Adam any day of the week.
He's got that indestructible.
He is strong.
Oh, cool. So Black Adam will just punch him square in the mouth and go straight through his neck. I mean, what do you mean, bro?
Of all the skin exposed, just cool.
Everything
Bam,
that's necessary. Yeah, just decapitate him.
Well, I fuck you up. Here, let me take your mask off and just pound your face to death. It's great.
I mean, Black Adam literally could just give him a throat chop and just. I don't know if the helmet connects to the back.
Faster than him.
But I mean, yeah. So
before he blinks, he's just like chop. He's like, oh, well, thank you.
So I don't know, but it's gonna be this movie is gonna be interesting for sure. I do hate to say it. The Rock looks incredible.
Yes, he does.
But damn, they should have made this movie 5-10 years ago. Like, because he is wrinkly, he is older looking, and I just wish.
Wrinkly?
What? Hello?
You said the man's wrinkly?
You're gonna say that he's not?
No. Where's he wrinkly?
Okay, bro.
His face looks like a muscle.
That's the problem. I mean, have you seen, like, it looks like he's got fucking definition in places where he has age now. Because he's just getting old. But he still looks incredible. I mean, him and Tom Cruise, it's the same. Like in that last Mission Impossible trailer, like there's some shots where Tom Cruise looks wrinkly as hell. It looks like he just woke up and hadn't got any makeup on his face, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. And sometimes you see The Rock in that. Most like in interviews and stuff, you'll see him pop up like that. But yeah, I'm excited for the movie for sure. I'm still just skimming through it because I mean it's gonna be badass. I just feel like it's now become a thing where The Rock is the highest paid, badass actor alive. And so DC's just like, let's make whatever movie he wants. Oh, you made that movie for Disney and you like the director? Great, bring him on. What else do you want? I mean, it seems like they're just giving him anything. And so I'm hoping that the movie isn't just like badassery kind of thing. Like I hope we can get some good story after the origin, because obviously you're going to have the kid dying and all that, but like what comes after that? What's the development of Black Adam for the third act of this movie? I don't.
There's one. I'm a badass. Thanks for your help. Get the fuck off my city.
I mean, right? Because it's like he has to end up being cool with the Justice Society, and
he doesn't. He's whooping their ass.
Well, yeah, but then they all have to fight a demon together.
Maybe.
And that's the thing is he'll fight with them, team up with them, kill the thing, destroy it, and then be like, "Fuck you guys, I'm out." It's like, oh, no development. Okay, cool. So I don't know, like.
Because he's not a good guy. I don't want him to turn into a good guy. Like, there's no...
Well, sure, but he is an anti-hero. So, like...
Right.
He has no reason to hate them.
Right. He's just like, listen, I'll help you out. Don't get in my fucking way. I'm going to do what I want to do. You can help out. Cool. We did this. Cool. Peace out.
I do think that's a key, too, is he needs to be the cause of whatever the villain is. Because if it is just him giving them a break, like, oh, yeah, I'll help you out since you need me. No. Like, he needs to be the cause to where they're like, you did this. Help us fix it and make him do heroic shit. But yeah, we'll see. I'm very interested. I definitely think it's gonna be badass. I hope it's not the Venom of DC. I really hope it's got a higher quality than that, my friend.
Yeah, it definitely will.
Rock's face is hanging like a ball sack. Jesus.
That's insane. What was I gonna say? Just threw me off completely.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Oh yes, I'm finally happy. I can't wait to see fucking Pierce in that goddamn Fate suit. Oh my god.
I liked that transition.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
It was dope. It looked good.
Yeah.
Okay. So onward. Well, before we did this, I didn't make a slide to this, and I'm so sorry.
Do you want me to do it real quick?
Please don't hate me. Yeah, sure.
What you got?
That would be the Baba Yaga. Dropped a fucking trailer at Comic-Con as well.
The Baba Yaga?
Yes, as in John Wick Chapter 4.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah, fuck you. You're crazy.
God, they were so bad.
They were amazing. You will shut your wet mouth. It's fucking great. John Wick Chapter 4 dropped a lovely trailer at San Diego Comic-Con with the announcement of his Berserker comic, which is also going to be a film, I'm guessing, which he's also going to be starring in. Oh my god, this shit was beautiful. So it's going to be years of John Wick training to get back into it, because his deception at the end of 3, and him and Lawrence Fishburne are going after the high table with beautiful new additions of Donnie Yen, Skarsgård, fucking Hiroyuki Sanada. Oh my god. It is a trailer of just badass fighting, and Donnie Yen versus fucking Sanada, which is just cumtastic on itself. And dear god, it looks so good. I cannot wait. It comes out in March next year, my birthday month. Happy birthday to me.
There you go.
I cannot wait. I know you didn't see the trailer, so I'm not going to ask you, because you're just on the highest drugs possible. But it is.
I cannot believe people love those movies as much as they do.
One, they are action staples of this film. They're beautiful.
Right. They should have been made in the 90s, and then they could live as like, oh, they don't live up. They didn't age well, but the action's great. and instead they're being made in 2022, and it's like,
yes,
it has nothing to do with the story. Just whatever we can to like. We've gotten 4 movies in how many years? Like, it should tell you that the scripts don't give a fuck. Like, it's just the action, and so I'm immediately out. And also, Keanu Reeves is not a good fucking actor, so it's like he's not worth watching either. He just walks around and is like, yeah, you just shoot him.
There's so much blasphemy just coming out of your mouth.
Yeah. God, that third one is fucking. It is literally a video game from the 90s.
Great. It's just all this.
That third act of
fucking.
Oh, we got to climb the tower, and there's just somebody to fight on every floor.
Absolutely.
There's 14 floors, and you're like, how long is this going for?
Yes, it is
awful.
Beautiful.
But the first one is fantastic, and if they had stopped there, it wouldn't have been tainted by the rest.
It's not tainted. You're just crazy. But hey, not everything's for everyone. I get it, but he's fucking great. Movies, I can't wait. Hopefully Halle Berry pops back up in this one. I don't know. No signs of her anywhere.
Why?
Whatever, because it's fucking Halle Berry.
I mean, what's she gonna do?
Whoop ass like she did in the third one. So yeah, there's that. Can't wait. March 24th. Here we go. And hopefully fucking Lawrence Fishburne gets to do something in this one. He's been in 2 motherfuckers and just has been not whooping ass.
What do you want him to do?
Whoop ass.
He's gonna be 61 when this movie comes out.
I don't give a fuck. Tom Cruise is like 95. Jackie Chan's like 120.
What's the last time you seen Jackie Chan whoop somebody's ass?
The Foreigner, and it's fucking great.
How many years ago was that?
3. And he does movies in China, still whooping ass. But I think Foreigner was 3 years ago.
Let's see here. God, was that only 3? There's no way that was only 3 years ago. I feel like that was so long ago. 2017. 5 years. Okay, that makes me feel better.
Damn,
isn't that crazy? COVID. We skipped 2 years, man. Legitimately.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Okay. Wow. All right. Well. Yes, and Keanu also just came out and said he wants to play an older Batman. He would love to play an older Batman.
Yeah, everybody's got hopes. I bet you would too. I bet you'd love to be in a big budget movie, man.
I would. I was like, wow, that's interesting. Just because you're voicing the motherfucker right now, let's not push it. I'll give you Ghost Rider tops. Like I said, I've always given you that.
I'm good. Get somebody that can act. Be great.
I'm the devil's rider.
I would much literally bring back Nick Cage.
Yeah, what?
It'd be better than Keanu.
You're fucking insane.
100%.
At least Keanu would look the fucking part at least. Jesus Christ.
Cage was fine.
Cage was not fine. Cage shouldn't have been there at all on either one. With his fucking bad toupee in the first one and his regular hair in the second one.
I didn't see
all fucking horrible. I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, his hair looked like it does now. Just crazy, withered, plugged up, and weird. Like he just did somebody's taxes for them and just put a leather jacket on and left.
But he can act.
When he wants to. Those movies were not acting.
Oh, no, of course not. He didn't give a fuck.
Crazy. Yeah, no. It's fucking insane. Oh, my God. But we love him for it. So no shade at all. Yeah. All right. So now, you're an asshole. I just fucking... I just beat that. What a dick. All right. So now we move on to Marvel. The big one. The one everybody fucking jizzed over and changed everybody's lives, and rightfully so. We got a lot of shit in. We got announcements, we got slates, we got trailers. Let's go through the announcements first. The slate, the phases slate.
Okay.
Then we can go through. I know you have it pulled up there, right?
Oh, we didn't even talk about the She-Hulk trailer.
Jesus Christ. Well, I thought that would just come with the Marvel stuff.
You want to start with that?
Do you want to talk about trailers first or want to talk about slates?
Okay, let me look.
Was she the only trailer?
That and Wakanda.
Oh yeah. Wakanda we already talked about, but her, yeah. And I don't give a shit about Groot, but
God damn it, give me the fucking slate.
His first Ghost Rider suit up was great. The second one was.
Oh, does it get worse in the second one for the suit up?
Yeah, there's no, it's just bubbly leather because they tried to make it more. Because Neville Dean and Taylor, they're known for very sporadic, gritty type fucking shots. So his thing was literally his skull was like black because like it was all fire and burnt up.
Yeah.
And then his suit was just regular that, but no spikes, no nothing, just bubbly leather.
Weird. Okay, so I got the slate here.
Yeah. So they gave us 3 fucking phases. 2.
That is correct. So phase 4 ends with Wakanda Forever.
Yes.
Which is exciting.
Let me try to pull up the second look too.
We also have She-Hulk before that. Phase 5 begins with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which comes out in February of 2023. After that, Secret Invasion on Disney Plus. And then it looks like right around the same time, Echo on Disney Plus, which is your most anticipated.
Absolutely. I cannot fucking wait.
Mostly because of her, right? The actress is just Oscar.
Specifically and only her.
But what's the face she makes? Come on.
Oh, no, because now I'm going to be fucking laughing.
Yeah.
What? I have to get myself up for it because she fucking...
I got you. We're all going to stare at him for a sec.
Oh, shit. Okay. Do something else. Okay. That's fucking...
That eyebrow, bro.
It is. It's just a fucking eyebrow. And then she fucking looks down and shit. Just...
Yeah, exactly. She's just upset. She's just mean mugging like it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Echo comes out right around the same time as Guardians Volume 3, which is in May.
Which apparently they showed footage there and they said fuck everybody else because the CG wasn't enough to keep
correct
on repeat. I'm like, fuck y'all.
Then we have Loki season 2 in the summer, as well as in July of 2023, The Marvels.
Yes.
Which I'm excited for.
Yes, I am.
Blade has a release date.
Yes, it does.
November 3rd, 2023. PG-13.
Fuck off.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. And a little bit after that in the fall, it's calling it fall. I would call after November winter. But Ironheart.
Yes.
Her show comes out after she is introduced in the good old Wakanda Forever. After that is Disney Plus. Something I don't know if I'm going to need to watch is Agatha, Coven of Chaos. I'm not sure how she...
I'll check it out.
Comes out of the, what you call it? Maybe because Wanda's dead?
Or maybe it has nothing to do with this. Maybe it's literally about her and her coven that we've got a flashback in.
Oh, you think it could be flashback?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So that will play, it literally says winter 23-24. So I'm guessing that will go over in New Year's.
Yeah.
And then spring 2024,
a
big one.
So hard. Big
one here. 18 episodes.
That's what
first season.
That's what
which really turns me off from it.
Does not.
But that is Daredevil Born Again. Confirmed. Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio coming back.
Yes.
Obviously very excited that he's coming back and they're going to do their show. But 18 episodes is...
That's what they should be.
Way too fucking much. I don't know what they're thinking on that, except for the fact...
Not at all.
What it seems like to me is they just don't have another Disney Plus show for a while. And
it's fucking Daredevil. You're not going to give us 6 fucking episodes of the return of Daredevil.
Well, but like, that will never make its budget back.
They're Marvel. They're fine.
It will be 12 episodes in, and half of everyone, probably including me, will not be watching anymore.
That's not true at all. That'll be just you.
I mean, how long is that fucking story? I mean, that's insane. Like, I cannot tell my dad to watch something for 18 weeks.
That's a fuck you can't. How long was the Netflix? How many episodes was the Netflix?
And I didn't watch it until fucking No Way Home was coming out. I'd only seen the first 2 seasons because I couldn't finish the third, even though they were great. Who cares, Logan? It pleases the fans. That's what happened with Thor: Love and Thunder. That's what happened with No Way Home, and that's why those movies are not as good as they should be. Anyways, No Way Home is not as good as it should be. 110%. You want to go back to our episode where I fucking called everything out and you were like, yeah, it could be better there, it could be better there. But I liked what we got.
It was fucking great. You know what? God damn you.
Anyway, here's a big one for you, sir. May 3rd, 2024, Captain America New World Order, which is interesting.
Yes,
I'm excited. And then finishing out Phase 5 is Thunderbolts in July, which is a very interesting choice.
Very interesting.
For good old
Very
Phase 5. But yeah, so out of that phase, what jumps out at you? What are you freaking out?
Blade, Daredevil, Captain America are like my oh my god, I can't contain my bodily fluids.
Okay.
And then Ant-Man, I'm curious just because of the introduction of Kang, so I'm looking forward to that. Secret Invasion, I want to know how, because it's the start of everything, which will lead us to Secret War, which we'll get to.
Oh, you think that's the same?
I think it'll be the beginning for it.
Secret Invasion's about the Skrulls.
Yeah, am I remembering correctly? Isn't Secret Wars having to do with that as well?
No.
No, remind me what the fuck Secret War.
Secret Wars is Doom takes a bunch of heroes and villains from different universes, puts them in his own universe, and makes them fight.
See, that's what. Okay, so here's what I'm confused. Cause I saw some. Okay, thank you for that. So somebody mentioned that's what Kang is going to be doing in the Dynasty film. So that's what confused me for Secret Wars, because they're saying that's what Kang is going to be doing.
So the Kang Dynasty in the comics is it basically is a giant building like what Zeus had in Love and Thunder, but everyone is Kang.
Right.
And
but I'm like, but why would they say that he's doing this? That's why I'm confused. He's gonna use the Avengers to go and fight off different things in different periods and all type of shit. So I'm just like, I don't.
Well, I mean, from what it sounds like, so Kang Dynasty, I think, is going to be just a bunch of Kangs, and there's all these different variants of Kang,
right?
Legitimately Kang, not He Who Remains, not Nathaniel Richard, but like actual Kang. They're all together, working together, and they are all working for Prime Kang, who I think will be in control of Secret Wars.
Right, Kang the Conqueror himself.
So they're all Kang the Conqueror, but there's like one Prime that sits at the end of time, and now they're saying he might make the end of time into Battle World, which is what it's called. Which I hope they change that name, but that's what Doom called it in the comics. But yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, for me, when it comes to this phase, it's a little tough for me because the second half is a little interesting, but we'll just see here. Ant-Man Quantumania is the same thing. I'm excited for that strictly for Kang, although interesting choice to introduce Kang into a comedic movie. Like,
right.
I wonder if they're gonna, teeter a little bit more.
Did you see the leaked trailer?
From
Comic-Con? I did. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
It ends with them meeting, which is
which I heard a description about it with him saying like, "Oh, you're an Avenger. Have I killed you before?"
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
That sounds dope.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. He's killed so many of them. He doesn't remember I don't know if I recognize you.
Right.
It's fucking great. But Guardians for me, seeing as this is probably going to be the finale of the Guardians, for the most part, I am excited for that. Apparently the trailer was like making people cry, even though VFX wasn't done. So that's pretty great. Obviously Blade, strictly because I'm interested in what they're going to do there. The Marvels, I mean, I'm nervous about. Because Walker told me, I don't know where he heard it from, but he said about the musical thing. He said somewhere, maybe he heard a leak or something, that the first hour of the movie or the first act, Carol is on a planet that all communication is through music, like sung, like all conversations. And I'm like, that sounds awful.
That sounds horrible.
So I hope that's not the case, but I don't know where he heard that from. I'm
Walker,
sure
I hope you're bullshitting.
Yeah, no
kidding.
kidding.
You heard it from is bullshitting.
Loki season 2, though, for me, really big. I don't think a lot of people realize that will also play into Kang massively. And Loki's still my favorite Disney Plus show, so definitely on that. And then besides that, I mean, Daredevil, obviously, but I'm very, very nervous that if they are 18 episodes, I'm hoping to God they're 30 minutes. Hoping to God.
And there's 18 episodes of pure brutality again, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, but I'm down for that, obviously. But it's just the thing of 18 weeks doesn't make a lot of sense. Like 9 weeks does make sense. If they did 2 30-minute episodes a week, I'd be down for that.
Give me all of it.
But jeez.
And one thing that's not on here before we get to phase 6.
Yeah.
Marvel Zombies. Can talk about that shit as well.
What If as well.
Oh yeah, What If season 2 confirmed.
Yeah.
We got the slate of
because they had their own animated. Marvel Animated had its own panel.
Right.
So those got release dates, I believe. But
yeah, it's so Zombies is fucking mature as fuck. They're like, yeah,
R-rated,
we're going there.
Yeah.
Cannot fucking wait. Thank you. And we have off the top of this thinking, we have Shang-Chi, Kamala, Ghost, Captain Marvel, Black Widow's daddy, Red Guardian. So there's a lot in this.
Yelena.
I'm very curious. Yelena, yes. Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Or Kate Bishop. She's Hawkeye. Okay, Bishop.
The Asian guy from WandaVision and Ant-Man. What's his name? The card with the card trick.
Shit. Jimmy.
Jimmy Woo.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Is it? I was gonna say Abomination. Somebody big is on the villain side. I don't remember.
Let me see here. Yeah, it is Abomination.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and Ghost and all type of stuff, and Hawkeye, and but
Scarlet Witch, Captain America,
Scarlet
Captain
Witch,
Marvel.
Yeah. Which is good. It's gonna be. I'm here for it. That's dope. What If? I know they released a few things that they said, like 3 different episodes. What would be like, which is cool. So look forward to that. I feel like there was something else. Oh, and X-Men '97. They released. Which everyone looks dope except for Magneto. He looks fucking stupid. I don't know why he looks like that.
What do you mean?
Oh, you didn't see
anything about it? No.
Oh god. So in this version, Magneto is the leader of the X-Men instead of Professor Xavier.
Why?
Don't know. Maybe he died. But he's the leader for it. And they pretty much brought back the same cast as the original fucking show.
Did you watch that show?
Absolutely.
Okay. I didn't.
It was fucking glorious.
It came out in '97.
Oh, I don't remember when it came out. I was young then.
Okay.
As fuck, it's the '90s. But I remember just waking up and watching fucking Fox Kids every weekend. Every weekend.
Awesome.
Absolutely. But yeah, he looks like a doofus. Magneto.
Okay, I googled it. I googled X-Men '97 release, and the first news story is X-Men '97 is bringing back '90s nostalgia by destroying it.
Wow.
Like, damn, tell me how you really feel.
I don't know about that, but
Spider-Man freshman year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which I'm now like not interested, because they made it.
I ever really was.
But. Well, when they originally announced it, they said this is his first year as Spider-Man. Like, this is the origin of him in the MCU, and they actually have now changed it to where this is a multiversal Spider-Man, and he's going to fight Doc Ock and like Scorpion and all these other villains that we haven't seen him fight yet. And I don't know why they're wasting that, but I don't need it at all. But what it honestly sounds like is, because remember, Tom Holland was not allowed to come back for What If. I
sent you the picture of Magneto too, by the way.
Okay. He was not allowed to come back for What If, and I'm guessing it's because Sony's like, Tom Holland's ours, and we might take him and do our own thing. So
Sony just makes the world.
Yeah, that's correct. So that's what it seems like to me. Okay, that's interesting.
Right.
Just a big ass M on him.
Right. Fucking stupid.
Okay.
Very stupid.
Yeah.
But he looks like a elder gay. I mean,
yeah.
Yes, he does. Which is ironic because he was played by one. So yeah, I'm here for all of it. Freshman year, whatever. I don't need to rush to see that. That's cool. I know Norman Osborn is his new mentor. I know that.
Right.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's not voiced by Tom, so I'm like, whatever. I don't care.
And then on to Phase 6.
On to Phase 6.
So it's interesting because they do have a timeline that will be filled out with other projects. It seems obvious here. They're just not ready to announce them.
I'm telling you, that's their X-Men phase. That's what I'm feeling.
You think so, really?
Yeah.
I think that's possible too.
I think that's their X-Men phase for sure.
Oh man, Comic-Con would have been the place to announce that, but
it would have.
It
would have, but I'm telling you, that's especially with Fantastic Four starting it.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I mean, God,
we're bringing mutants into this, and you just can't sustain the whole phase with just Fantastic. You can't. So
I'm not saying that. It's just, what you think there'd be multiple mutant projects, like X-Men projects in that phase?
I think so. At least 2
are
going to be in there. If it's not the X-Men themselves or just like solo them up and bring it all together. But I think for sure that's their mutant phase.
Would you be okay with a lot of it on Disney Plus?
It's definitely going to be a combination. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So just thinking about the timeline here, I don't know if you guys can visualize it that are listening or watching on here on YouTube, but basically like it goes through, it says fall 2024. Like it says where there's going to be other things. So there's 2 things in fall 2024 on either side of Fantastic Four in November 2024. So it's November 6th. I believe is what that says. Maybe 8th. I can't tell. It's blurry. Then there's something in the winter, something else in the winter, spring, and then we get May 2nd, 2025, Avengers The Kang Dynasty. Big ass deal. Crazy ass shit there. And then we have 2 summers of 2025. 5 months later, 5 months and 5 days later, we get Avengers Secret Wars, November 7th, 2025. So we get 2 Avengers movies within 5 months of each other, which is absolutely insane.
Yes, it is. And I'm excited for all of them.
Yeah. I mean, the question is, this is what I brought up to Walker earlier, because he was like, well, obviously they have to shoot these back to back or at the same time. And
Deadpool 3 is going to be in that phase too, by the way.
Ooh, dope. I like that. They did just put Deadpool on Disney Plus, by the way. Yes, love it. And Logan.
Yeah, Logan.
Love it. But they're finally opening up to that shit. I'm feeling for Blade. You got a fucking option. Like, you got a chance, man. You got a chance.
Absolutely.
But anyway, when it comes to the Avengers, I wanted to get your opinion on this. What are the chances? I don't think it's big, but what are the chances that the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars actually has 2 different Avengers lineups involved, to where they can shoot them at the same time in different locations with different people and directors?
I don't think so.
You think, or do you think this is a direct sequel, basically the same story?
It will be whoever these new core Avengers are, who they're going to make up, will be in both, with additionals from other projects within this phase.
In Secret Wars?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is, I mean, who do you think will be in Avengers The Kang Dynasty? Like, what's the team? Obviously, Shang-Chi.
Right. Shang-Chi, Cap, Marvel's, Strange. Well, the Captain Marvel, for sure. I don't know if they'll integrate the other 2. They probably will for Secret.
I know Fantastic Four. Do you think they save them for Secret Wars? They're a big part of Secret Wars in the comics.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they'll have like a little part in Kang, because it's Kang. Like, you have to have the Fantastic Four there, and then they'll play a bigger factor in Secret.
Okay.
Because if you're going to doom it out, those are 2 movies you need Fantastic Four. That's why they're starting this shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, and in terms of who would direct Secret, I don't know. I would not honestly be mad if they brought back Russo's.
Sure.
But if they're, because I know it's a rumor speculating from that, but that's a lot. I would love for them to come back, but I don't know who else you'd get for something, because Kang Dynasty is already fucking huge. But
right.
Secret Wars,
that's supposed to be. I mean, that's where RDJ comes back and Chris Evans comes back and all that shit. That's why, I mean, I think they're doing it too soon to be honest, but we're going to have so many projects in between. Like, I guess in their eyes, it's not that soon, but yeah, in terms of
Secret
director,
Wars, directed by the woman who did Black Widow.
Yeah, please God no. I did see somebody throw out the name, the woman that directed Loki season 1.
No,
and I would not hate that
no,
because the fucking cinematography.
You talking about fucking getting somebody who's not used to that scale would have dove them into.
Well, but she did introduce us to the multiverse.
Oh, God gives a damn. That's completely different. I mean, it's the same thing as a little shell to this.
I don't know. It's interesting because she's not doing season 2, so it kind of lines up. But no, not Joss Whedon. But the thing with the Russos is they just did greenlight a Gray Man universe now for Netflix.
Yeah, they're directing the second one.
And there's spin-offs apparently happening as well that obviously they wouldn't direct, but they will direct the sequel. Right. So they might not be available because those movies have to start shooting it 6 to 8 months. I mean, legitimately, like, I don't know how they're going to get those out.
I think they can pump out their Gray Man shit fucking next year. Like, here you go, fine, get out the way, and just produce the other world and be ready for Secret Wars. They can do that easily.
Zack Snyder.
That's hilarious. The internet would burn if anybody.
I would probably not see it. I mean, shit.
We know visually it'll be fucking amazing.
Right.
That story will be.
It'll be 7 hours long, and we're like, what was the story?
Yeah. I think. Oh, thank you for bringing that up. What's our runtime for both of these films?
Oh, big. Gotta be big.
Yeah.
Well, so that's the whole thing. Is if they do Secret Wars correctly, there should be like 50 different actors in this movie.
I think these two films, will break the record for the biggest fucking budgets.
Yeah.
Of all time. They have to be. Because that lineup alone, plus the newbies, and then just graphic, story, location, it has to.
Unless they just make it, because like New Rockstar said this, I'm not about this, but what New Rockstar says is he thinks Secret Wars is actually Avengers versus X-Men, and it's Fox's X-Men that we grew up with, like bringing back all that cast, Hugh Jackman, the James Marsden, and all that.
That's definitely not gonna happen.
And I'm like, no, like
it's definitely not gonna happen.
They need to be building, not continuing this. Like, I think it's fine. I would actually like if a lot of the X-Men mutants come over from another universe. So like they're already established, but like they multiverse over, and all of a sudden you have to deal with Magneto, like legitimate, not origin story, nothing. No, like holy shit, there's Magneto here now. That would be dope. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's both, like the fact that they announced both of those, which by the way, I remember you said you were busy too. I was at like a 66-year-old man's birthday party while this was going on, which dear to my heart, man, love him to death. But those two logos popped up on my, because I was just getting notifications, and all of a sudden I saw both of those, and I was like, Hannah, we gotta go. I was like, it's time to go. Like, there's some shit going on. And then Wakanda Forever trailer came out after that. I was like, now, like, we're out. But no, when it comes to this Kang Dynasty, I don't know what the actual story will be.
I'm telling you, that's what I heard was that shit. The same thing you just explained to me with Secret Wars is what they said described for Kang. And it could just be a rumor or bullshit.
You talk about
or whatever.
Battle World, but for Kang Dynasty?
Yeah, like the shit you talk about, what Doom does for
he does it
right. What Doom does, you be dissing it, man. For Secret War in the comic books is what Kang is going to have the Avengers do in his film.
See, I think that Kang's going to do that to them in Secret Wars. I think Kang Dynasty is the Avengers have to defeat 500 Kangs. They do it, and then Prime Kang, like That's literally the character's name.
It's like that was just a warm up.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you think you can actually take the real me? He's like, those are all the ones that couldn't take me out.
Yeah.
Together. And they teamed up.
That kind
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
that
like, because that's what was interesting is the way New Rockstars explained that, which I don't know if I fully believe it, but it's talked about how like he who remains is not Kang, but in our Avengers universe, which you won't like this for sure because I remember you hating this, but he basically segmented off his own timeline, and he's hiding from all the Kangs, and he's just doing his own shit over here, and so he's the cause of the whole, our saga that we've had so far, up until Phase 4. And somebody was saying now that he's dead, all the other Kangs can come into our universe and fuck with us. And they were saying how every Kang you see, like, it's legitimately Kang, you can kill him and another one will just pop right back up and he will know what you did to that one and he can learn from that and he can do all these things. And I was like, okay, that's interesting, but like, man, that does sound repetitive. Like, you can't just keep fighting the same guy over and over again unless you can really think of a way to, like, I don't know what his powers are in terms of fighting. Like, I don't expect that to be super awesome. Like, I can't necessarily say I know what that would mean in terms of a fight.
This motherfucker killed Thanos just by holding him and just turned him into a fucking.
Well, that's Doom.
Skull.
That's Doom that did that, not Kang.
No, it was Kang.
No, Dr. Doom.
I'll pull this motherfucker out right now.
Okay. You go right ahead.
Yeah, I swear.
And that's the thing too, Kenya. I don't think Doom is the Secret Wars guy. I wish it was, but they just don't have enough time to build it out. But I hope that they figure out something to make God Doom a thing. But that's the whole thing, is God Doom is Secret Wars when he makes Battle World and he's the god of that world. So, did you find it?
I did.
Sorry.
It's okay.
But if that's the case, that probably will happen in Secret Wars with Kang now. They'll do that in live action with Kang to show everybody, like, because that's the thing too, is you already know there are general audiences out there that will not watch another Marvel movie from Endgame to Kang Dynasty. Yeah. They only watch the Avengers stuff. And even though that's dumb as absolute shit, it's the case. So bringing Thanos back for just a second, here's our villains team that comes out. And Thanos is like, who the fuck do you think you are? And he's just like, bitch. And squishes him like a bug. And everybody's like, oh, shit.
Another fucking what if moment. Fascinating.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh shit.
I hated that. That
was very interesting.
Yeah.
But Vision is a whole fucking problem. So I don't know. Oh fuck. But I don't know.
Okay, so what you just sent me, so Kang has done that as well, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's not it's not what I was thinking of. You know which one I was thinking of?
Which one?
The Dr. Doom one?
No, I don't.
Okay, let me look it up. Because it's just a fucking badass shot.
Apparently Thanos gets bitched a lot. Doom vs Thanos Secret Wars. Yeah, he rips his fucking skeleton out of him.
Yeah, let me see here. Text that to you because it's just a fucking badass.
And looking at it now, he just rips his fucking skeleton out of him.
Correct.
Which is also dope.
It's dirty as shit, man. It's fucking awesome.
That's crazy. Well, Thanos doesn't have the best of luck, does he?
But yeah, so I'm super intrigued to see what happens at D23 now. Like, I'm guessing all of Phase 6 will get fleshed out for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, I mean, they have to start shooting all of these. Like, in terms of Phase 5 here, what is shooting or has been shot? Quantumania, Secret Invasion, Echo, Guardians, The Marvels, Loki is currently, and we're now up to November of next year with that, starting with Blade and Ironheart after that. So
and Blade starts in November apparently.
Okay.
Starts filming.
Dang, that's all they're giving him time for? Jesus Christ. It's terrifying. Just get a year? Like, I'm just thinking about those VFX people. Like, there's no way.
Maybe it won't be as much because Blade, you really don't need a lot. Like, you can visually FX.
But all that blood, if you want that blood, it's gonna be.
No, keep it regular. Keep it fucking practical.
That's no, if he's cutting people's heads off, that's all CG.
Oh well, yeah. That's also true. Do it from the back. Just have a prop.
Black Panther gets the Gauntlet in Secret Wars comics.
Yeah,
that's
that
dope.
I know.
That's
obviously. But yeah, then the rest haven't even started. So it stops with Blade, and they have to finish. They have to start the rest.
Yeah. But yeah. So I mean, it's interesting. Like I'm guessing. God, I just wish I wasn't like in this space because I don't want fucking leaks. I don't need that shit, man.
I know.
Like
I hate that shit. And Marvel better. They
need
better
to figure it out.
Tighten it the fuck up. Like, don't
No
be
kidding.
showing every fucking thing in your goddamn trailers. Don't be announcing when fucking shit's gonna drop, like tickets and trailers and all this shit. When it comes to Avengers, you better end game the fuck out of it.
Right.
You better give me some throwbacks to the phase we just went in, and that's it.
How did they get Endgame so secretive? Infinity War 2.
Because they fucking put effort into the shit.
Like
that's why.
Shit, man. Like they
Because
need
it
to
was
start
the biggest
treating
thing
their
ever.
VFX people better, or they'll get Sony'd, where they just absolutely release a full scene of Andrew Garfield. Like, golly.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Like, don't give fucking leaked pictures and all type of shit. Like, fucking nab it the fuck up.
Yeah,
people on set, nobody has your goddamn phone. Sorry, there's nobody who's not supposed to be outside of this fucking plot. You are not coming in. You will not have access to anybody. Like, that's how you need to be.
Yeah.
And a trailer needs to be black and white memory shit of phase 5 or 6 or whatever the fuck. And then have an Avengers end tag.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. So we'll see. I don't know, bro. But another thing that's not on the slate but is coming out.
I Am Groot.
A trailer for it. No. She-Hulk.
Yes, correct.
Which looks fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, this trailer's great.
Fan-fucking-tastic. I cannot wait. I already was highly anticipated of this because I was looking very forward to it just off that one trailer. But this shit, I was like, sold. Here we are. I want this. Obviously, no surprise. Oh my god, the CG looks better. Who would have thought?
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
We get a lot more moments with her and Bruce, which I love, which seems to be either flashback durations throughout the show for what will tie into what she's going through in that episode, or we get like the first 2 episodes of like them.
Of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Origin and training.
Exactly. Yeah, we just get a lot of cool shots of her in the story. She's leading this first mutant division. She's representing Emil Blonsky, the Abomination, which is cool. We get a few fun little cameos. Wong's in this bitch. I love how much
Wong's in every fucking thing.
He is getting a lot of love. Even Wong's getting more love than our goddamn Captain America.
He's got to die soon, right?
No. I don't think he is. He'll probably die in one of the Avengers, and then we'll get
he's not
Doctor Strange will be. He is the Avenger. Yes, he's a fucking Supreme, Sorcerer Supreme. He's gonna have to be in that shit.
No.
That way he dies, and then Strange can take it again, and then we'll do that. We got what were those fucking boys were called? That Kenya was like, they make everything a joke. Who the fuck the boys that they're fighting in the alleyway? That She-Hulk is fighting. What's the name of the boys, Kenya, that you was just mad about?
They have a name?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, interesting.
They're like a little gang in Marvel Comics. It was cool, but he was just upset about this earlier. And then it ends with another cum shot, a fucking Daredevil in the goddamn original red and yellow outfit, which apparently an article came out that they're gonna be best fucking friends.
Oh no shit!
In this show, yeah.
Well, I love
Crew. Thank you.
I love it that they are, two lawyers.
Yeah.
That are also here. Like, I think that's fucking great.
That's awesome. I'm here for all of that. We got to first look at the villain with Jamil.
Yeah, whatever.
Fuck. Yeah.
Good place.
Is the villain Tatiana in her ridiculous ass fucking Wonder Woman Cheetah 84 outfit in the courtroom. And then that was basically.
So, I've got some questions.
Talk to me.
And I was asking Walker about this. The whole point of this show is that all of a sudden, all these super powered people are showing up in like a joking manner. Are these mutants?
Some of them will be, now that we know they exist.
So you
Some
think,
of them will be.
Do you think it's possible that the snaps, basically the theory we all were hoping WandaVision would say happened or something, but like the snaps from Infinity War and Endgame, the fact that there's been 3 on Earth, the radiation caused mutation? Or why are these mutants showing up in the first place?
I think they're already there. They already have the gene, but like Kamala, but this would be the reason, not saying the same exact reason. The snap activated or woke up those genes. And
sure.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I would say. If they're going to go that route, that's the best to make sense. And just do that. So they already have the gene in them. This unlocked their shit, their mutation.
I just don't know how much I like them being introduced in like such a joking way. Like an old man jumps out of a building and just like.
Well, they're already introduced. Kamala. So technically, we're already having introduced.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Because this is actually what mutants are, is like a third of the population has powers. And we need to, take care of that. And that's why they get treated so poorly. But
I think they'll be fine. It'll be expanded upon, and some will be comedic. You'll have like 1 or 2 scenes with like comedic, whatever. But most of it's like, these people are out here, and now they're being known. Like, either they're scared and their powers are just like all over the fucking place, and they did some shit they didn't mean to, or whatever. But I don't think they'll balance it out for sure.
Kenya, how's Tom Holland's, Uncle Ben? I mean, he says, how would the snap fit with the characters like Wolverine, who's been alive for hundreds of years, or Apocalypse, the original mutant? They didn't have the rights. They might have to change that shit, bud.
Yeah, they're definitely changing a lot of stuff. Don't stop looking for original.
We've already had
stuff here.
20 years of X-Men from a different studio. There's nothing we can do about that.
It's not going to happen. Yeah.
And also, Apocalypse was used and destroyed and was horrible. And Wolverine is so beloved that I could see them really waiting on that, or use it or doing multiverse and having him come over. But
no one's gonna have that original shit at all. If they want to play to Apocalypse, sure, because Kamala's our first mutant doesn't mean she's literally the first mutant.
Right, she's just the first mutant we know about. But
that we got introduced in our shit to let us know, hey, there's mutants, bitch, and that's about it. So Apocalypse can still be a fucking thing, and we'll be, who fucking knows? Probably they can all be the same shit, but who says they were to be snapped?
Only other thing that I liked that gets me excited, and this kind of goes back to at least Disney Plus is allowing a little bit of edginess that they normally wouldn't, and that is She-Hulk just flat out flips the camera off.
Yeah, she does.
And I think that's great.
And the hall is not blurred. So.
Is that right?
Yeah. Adam said that.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it that they're, because that is real shit. That's what real life happens. Like, you have a cliff that can survive it, and they're annoyed by it. They're gonna flip you off on the way down. That's just the way it goes. You'd be surprised if they don't say, "Hey, fuck you," like "you bitch," kind of thing. But instead, they're just gonna flip them off. I'll take it,
Right.
So,
and they're displaying how she is stronger than Hulk.
Is she?
Or at least better at shit.
Yeah, she's more in control.
In control? It's a fucking Hulk. If you don't know his control, it's him now. That's why he's teaching her ass.
Well,
and someone even said in the comics they argue that she's stronger than him.
But off the bat, she has control. He had to go to a fucking shaman for years and figure that shit out or whatever. It took him 15 years. But
it's like the Supergirl equivalent to Superman. Now some people are like, she's even stronger than him. Who knows? It's like
she's not stronger than him.
Yeah, some stuff, but some comic iterations they make it so.
She's not even taller than LeBron James.
So stupid. But she gotta be taller to be stronger.
Well, no, but she's the size of an NBA basketball player, whereas Hulk's arms are the size of her, hips. Like they're the width of her hips. Like he is stronger.
Y'all's thoughts are dumb. Those things are important to the X-Men mutants, sir.
No, they're not.
It's not. What are you talking about?
They're not at all, actually. We wouldn't.
Y'all act like reboots are for. You think in phase fucking 56, they're just gonna start rebooting some shit? Like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna be like, here's what it is to fit in our story. Here's what we're gonna do.
You cannot do a reboot if it's the MCU. Like.
Right. That's what I'm like. It's gonna change, my friend. I'm sorry. You got to come to terms with that. Right.
I mean,
just don't watch them, I guess, because
that's like in Civil War, they're supposed to kill Captain America.
Yes, dead on the floor.
Important.
With Iron Man chilling by his side, like fuck.
Yeah.
Did not happen.
Exactly. So I mean, guess what?
Spidey is supposed to reveal his fucking identity ages ago.
I mean, you gotta run away from that shit, man. It would have been the case if Marvel had the rights, but guess what? Marvel wouldn't be doing anything if they hadn't sold the film rights to Fox and Sony for those characters. I mean, that's just the way it goes. So, and guess what? As someone who did not read the comics ever, if it wasn't for the end credit scene of Days of Future Past and then the subsequent movie, I would have never known who En Sabah Nur is and not given a fuck about that.
Those Flash characters aren't MCU. Exactly. Yes.
Right. And so the MCU could not have mutants, and therefore you can't just have them all of a sudden pop in and say, here they've been since the fucking forever, the pyramids.
Can't do that. They have to create their own. Like I said, some shit that can still work depending on how you write it, but shit's gonna be changed, but you can't.
Yeah.
They just can't bring them over. Like, here they are.
I'm waiting for him to be like, hey, I don't care if Chadwick died. Bring him out of his coffin. He needs to be in the sequel.
Well, he wants to recast it any fucking way. So
I mean, I kind of wanted him to recast too, but they're not doing it, so it's just not happening. It's not stupid at all. But man, you got to let go of that shit.
Let it go.
I like how he said y'all's thoughts are dumb as fuck. It's like, have you not seen any of the MCU? Like, the whole point is we didn't get an origin story of Spider-Man because it's been done twice. We're not going to get the same Fox X-Men stories that we got because they've already been done. And a lot of people saw them because they made a lot of money. That's why they kept making them. Like,
we don't need that. And the shit that they did do, they changed. You didn't even give us fucking Uncle Ben, and y'all was bitching about that shit forever in a goddamn day. So it's like, things are going to be different. And these people are going to be established in the world. And if they want to introduce, they'll rewrite it to what fits their narrative and story.
And, I mean, if Marvel's smart at all, they will make Wolverine a side character. They will not give him the option of being a fucking front runner again because so much story of Wolverine's already been told. Yeah. Like, it's smart to do things different.
And that's a hard ass shoe to fill, my friend.
Like, you want Magneto to be from the Holocaust still? Like, he should be dying of old age.
If not dead already. Like this, though.
How old do you want him to be? I don't get it. Like, because don't get me wrong, I fully understand. Like, the opening of First Class, X-Men First Class as a whole is just incredible. But that opening with young Magneto and like trying to get his mom and like messing with all that, and they like Like, it's in the Holocaust. It's fucking incredible.
Nice.
And it's so important to that character. I still think you could do it with the civil rights movement.
You could, absolutely.
Make him black, and it'd be fucking awesome. Actually make him and Charles the inspiration for those characters in the comics, which MLK,
which they're based off
Malcolm
of.
X. Yeah, like just make them that, and it'd be fucking awesome. So
absolutely, which and there's been articles and stuff floating around that Marvel is considering, not saying hey, but talking to Sir Juan Carlo for Professor X. They were eyeing that. I did see that floating around.
Professor X, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I was like, is this another power of the fan cast, or were they actually like, no, he's gonna look fucking?
I mean, yeah, he's awesome. He's
right. Oh my god, that'll be the coldest fucking Professor X ever.
God,
not like just looking at him. So these are my people. You think you can take it or not? But if you try to do anything, I'm like, oh my god, my nipples.
Juan Carlo talks, and you're like, he is the smartest man alive.
Yes.
Already.
And I believe he will fuck me up if I do something completely wrong.
But see, who is Magneto?
That's tough.
If you go that age.
Morgan Freeman. No, let me stop.
Oh my god.
Charles. Can't do anything with my brotherhood, Charles. I don't know, because how old's Juan? He's about late 50s, probably.
Yeah, let me see. I can look it up.
Or shit, if you motherfucker, I would not even be opposed if they hit us with a Denzel. It's like Denzel is Magneto.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously like, oh god, Juan Carlo is 64 years old.
Oh, well, shit, I would not be surprised. You hit me with a fucking Denzel and Juan Carlo.
But see, Denzel, he'll die early, man. They can't keep Denzel around.
You said he'll die early.
I mean, yeah, because he's too big of an actor. They can't keep him around and pay him to do many movies in a franchise.
I think that'd be fine. But I don't know. I don't know what other caliber. You would have to get. I wouldn't say unknown because there's no fucking 67-year-old unknown black actor. But
I still like John David Washington.
As who?
As Magneto. Go young, so that we can have him for a long time.
What? No, I do not want that fucker. That's harsh, but I don't want him being Magneto. Absolutely not. If you're gonna do, because what makes that relationship so strong is their years of experience together. You can play off that beautifully and like their literal brotherhood.
They got to change some shit up, man.
I know, but I don't want John David if you're gonna do that because he's too a little bit one note for me. Denzel would never be in a superhero movie. Denzel said he'd never do a sequel either. And here we are on fucking Equalizer 3.
Yeah, which is kind of a superhero movie.
Right, Tyler Perry's Professor Charles, like that just what?
God.
I know that's a joke. I'd have to look and see what kind of older black man can.
Oh, but what about the guy that played MLK in Selma?
Not old enough. He's young.
What's his name?
David Oloye.
Oyelowo?
Oloye. Fuck yeah. That shit. Yeah.
He is 46.
Yeah, too young. Let me see. Older black actors. not Billy D.
Oh God, Billy D is the oldest black actor.
Right.
Oh,
what?
Jesus.
Why do they have Chadwick Boseman on here? I can't.
Old doesn't mean passed away.
Or even if okay, just for sheer gravitas and fucking voice alone.
Let's hear it.
And they're in the fucking Keith David.
Who is that?
He was the dad in Nope. Fucking Spawn.
Oh,
type of the dad in Nope.
Well,
that
see, I immediately
that slick shit. That voice with Magneto. Something. Oh my God.
What does he? Never mind.
Because they'll fuck around and be like Forrest Whitaker. No. Or fucking Delroy Lindo. Another fucking prominent. He was in
I don't know names. I'm so bad.
He was in Five Bloods.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
You can do him.
He's 69 years old.
Him, Keith David, that ballpark. Do it.
They need to be
black actors
55 to 60.
Boy, Carlos 64.
That's what I'm saying. He's almost too old. Like,
no, he's not. He is perfect. He has to sit in a fucking chair.
he could die in 6 years, and that is normal age to live to.
Well, get him pumping in that 6 years. Make it work.
That's ridiculous.
Make it work. Make it work. Too old enough to be able to chill in, because how long ago for like civil rights and all that shit?
I know that we're aging too much. I mean,
are we aging too much?
Was what, 60 low 60s?
Yeah. So if you get some, maybe, I don't know. That's tough.
Let me see here.
Just get James Earl Jones.
1964 is the Civil Rights Act.
So today, how old would somebody be?
Born in 64?
Yeah. To be around for the civil rights.
See, that's the problem. Is born then, they could still be raised with issues.
Right.
You know, but if we wanted it, I mean, you need to go for somebody in their 70s if they were at an age to be a part of the movement.
Right. Because that's the only, because yeah, you can touch on it, but obviously it's not as heavy as like, yeah, fucking, I don't know. Like I was there, like fucking dogs. I was sprayed
exactly.
And shit. Like you can't just be like, yeah, I experienced racism and shit fucking sucks. Like you.
Yeah, 58 is how old you have to be if you're born in 64.
Oh, well, there you go. Plenty. One fucking somebody. You can at least get somebody 55, 56, make it work, and then.
I'm saying get somebody younger and age them up with prosthetics. Like David Oyelowo. It's a great age. He could be fucking Professor X for 20 years if they wanted him.
I mean, I can see that.
Oh my god.
I
They can make Vecna look real, and you're over here like, no, we need a grandfather.
Yes, we need high blood pressure and cholesterol levels. We need everything.
Yeah. We need hospice.
Right. I want a medical staff on set, on standby, every day, ready. God. I mean, I guess you can do that, but I don't want John David to do that. Well, I'll just have to find.
No, not John David, but I do think David Oyelowo is great for Professor X because he literally. I mean, it's obvious too because he played him okay, but.
Right. I can see it. I won't be against it if they would announce that.
But who is fucking Magneto, man? That's a tough one.
Magneto, so you have to have somebody with stature who fucking commands presence.
That's tough.
That's very tough.
Let me see here. Middle-aged.
If he wasn't already Heimdall, I'd say Idris would be a good candidate.
Yeah, for that. He would have been.
He would have been really good.
Not Lenny Kravitz. Fucker.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Shemar Moore from fucking.
Hell no, fucking Shemar Moore. No.
Oh God, shit, that's funny. Oh, Barack Obama. Why is he on this list?
Best choice ever. Best choice ever. Yes, he does. Which one would he play?
Magneto.
God, yeah, let me tell you something, Charles.
LL Cool J.
Oh God, he'd be licking his lips the whole fucking movie. Like, sir, I don't know what you're saying. Can stop licking your fucking lips. Tell us what to do.
We'll see. God, that's fucking tough, man.
It is tough. Yes, it is. But Marvel will find a way, I'm sure.
Will Smith, he can just walk out and start slapping shit out of people.
Absolutely. That's the most gangster fucking Magneto ever.
Why is Method Man on the list of fucking... What is this list?
No idea. But you can get him as a Magneto. That could work. Not Professor X, but Will Smith can do a Magneto.
No.
He can do a hurt and pain really well and act his ass off.
I'm good.
But that'd be good. That'd be a great choice. Never fail. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough. I'll have to see. But all right.
Lake East?
No.
If they were going young?
No. Great actor, but no.
Okay.
Chris
Tucker.
Absolutely.
What you trying to do here, Charles? Oh, Walker watched The Fifth Element for the first time this week.
Coming, my man.
Come on, my man.
Coming.
They're coming.
What do I do? Man, coming. Coming. What do I do?
I got a fire. I mean,
I got a fire. I need a fire. I got a broker coming.
Oh my god, come on, my man. This is so
Coming,
fucking good.
I got a broker. I got a fire, man. I got a
Fire.
fire.
Be Rod.
Right.
So good.
Oh man. Ah, my finger. Oh,
that was prime Chris Tucker.
Yes, it was.
Like that works so fucking well.
It does. It kills. He was amazing. 1, 2, 3.
He doesn't even get to 10. It's going off.
Just screams. Oh shit.
Oh shit, that's funny. Oh fuck.
Oh. Yes.
Give me a sec. I don't know the guy's name. Or I gotta see how old he is first before I say it. The guy from John Wick, Lance Reddick.
For Xavier?
Either one, really. I mean,
no, I want him as Magneto. Fuck that. His voice is Magneto.
That's what I was going. My choice is David Oyelowo for X, and I mean, as a Magneto with that voice,
absolutely. What do you think you're going to do with the mutant, Charles? Oh my god. Yes, yes. That's good.
I mean,
that is good.
Man.
Let's go. That's good.
Let's go.
Gotta do everything for the Brotherhood. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly, man.
Yeah. That's. Fuck it. I want it. That's good.
But I need to see that guy. I haven't seen him have like.
Oh, see, I want. See when he do that. I want Juan Carlo on the other side of him. Can you imagine those two together? Those voices. And
this guy is 59.
I want both of them together, man. That'll be. Oh my god. I'd have to put a towel under my seat.
Juan Carlo, obviously, if they announce him, I'm gonna be like, great.
Yeah.
But
I want those.
Because how Sir Patrick?
When he started, he was like fucking 79 when he started as Magneto.
He's old as shit now.
Yeah.
He's 82. So if they get lucky,
he was 60s when he did fucking. Yeah.
He was 60.
Yeah.
When X-Men came out.
Yeah.
So there you go.
We're the future, Charles, not them.
God. But you really can't beat Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. I mean, they were so fucking good.
Yes, they were. Absolutely.
But I would love to see. But that Lance guy.
Rummaging around in there, Charles.
It's an interesting choice.
It is an interesting choice. Now I want both of them. Signed, sealed, delivered. I want it.
Yeah. And he'd be cheap too, man. He don't get them paychecks like that.
Nope, you don't. Give it to him.
Yeah.
Give it to him. Oh.
Right.
Oh, I need it. Okay. I think here's a good time to wrap up. We're nerding out and spazzing out.
I also have to pee like a fucking racehorse.
Apologies. No, I can't say that. That's offensive these days. That word. I don't want to offend. But yes. All right. Thank you so much for joining us on the latest episode of the Film Cave. It's been real, y'all. It's been a real fun show.
Yeah.
Really good show. A lot to talk about. Absolutely. Good show. Love it. Give us more shit for the following weeks, man. Keep going.
Yeah.
Yes. Logan, where can the people find you and what do you have going on? Wait, stop.
Yeah, that's right.
Walker, speak. Yes. I told you he'd like it. He ain't fucking tripping. What did you think, sir? See, this is where I wish you could just come on. Just put your phone on and be like, hey, because I want to hear this shit. Because this will give Logan a little bit more confidence.
He's texting me about it. He loves the first Scream. He thinks the first Scream is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what he's thought about all the other ones necessarily. But
yeah, what do you think about this film, Walker? And where does it rank amongst the Screams for you? I love how you put 5 cream.
That's correct.
In there, right? Hurry,
because Logan's tells you what it is.
Right.
That's true.
Because his fucking dick's about to explode, so we gotta help him out.
Why does it feel like that is gonna happen?
Pee is aggressive, man.
Yeah.
It's the most tranquil fucking thing when you do it, but then, yeah, I agree with you about the main girl being annoying. See, but it reminded me of how fun those damn movies are to watch. Yeah, this is fucking great, man.
Yeah, sure. I'm good.
So there you go. All right, carry on, sir.
Yeah, you can find me right here, Logan_Swish on the Twitters, YouTube, Logan Swish, Patreon, Logan Swish. Yeah, that's it. Nothing going on. There ain't shit happening.
Third, maybe second favorite. I'll take it. Good job. I am proud, sir. You can find me top all forms social media at John Knight _, and Logan's channel will be linked in my description box for you to go on over and give that subscribe. So yeah, I'm becoming a lot more active on my social media platforms and here on YouTube again. So stick around for it,
keep making
y'all.
those reactions, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I shall. Doing this gave me, it boosted.
I mean,
me up.
Wakanda like, Forever is a good one to fucking start on.
It is a good one. I haven't had that type of shit in a while. I was like, wow. And that just made it good because it reminded me how much I love just interacting with the community and
because
people.
So your Wakanda Forever one like went viral for the first time. I mean, when's the last time you had a big view video like that? I
can't remember.
Fucking awesome, man.
At all. And I didn't expect it. I honestly expected it just to fucking be shit like all the other things I fucking post. But then I was like, what the fuck is happening?
It's great, man.
Yeah, man.
It's always nice when something random like that takes off.
Yeah, it does. Now, that's just not going to keep happening by any means.
Well, no.
These next videos I upload is going to be back to like 10.
You keep putting yourself crying in the thumbnail, though.
Apparently, it's like people like people fucking crying and shit.
Yeah.
Who
because I did do that one time on, oh my God, years ago. It was like an MCU recap thing. I think it was going into like Civil War. And it was like one of those super cuts. And it like in the video, I remember it like made me teary eyed because it was so well cut. But then in the thumbnail, I like pretended like I was legit crying. And it was like 50,000 views. And it was all people comment like, fuck you, you didn't even cry. Like I was like, yeah, that's right,
pretending.
Bitch.
I can't with you.
It's called clickbait, bitch. Like, let's fucking go.
Well, thankfully I didn't have to, because after that and then watching everybody else's reactions and keep watching the trailer, my face just stayed wet. So it just,
it's good.
I was like, let me just put this on. But yeah, so thank you guys so much. That's where you can find us. Please, your support would be lovely. Be sure to tune in again next week, same time. Hopefully with a lot more, topics. Hopefully it's not a slow week, but we shall see.
I know, right?
We got a lot of time to go until we get there. All right, y'all. It is your boy Knight.
And I'm Logan.
And as always, we will see y'all in the cave. Peace.
See you guys. Come on, my man.